life, and I put that on my life.
I mean, it's hard to tell what's best available without like the people that are.
Back in Green Bay, Mel, let's look at your best available players. Brought to you by Courtyard by Mary. Not yet had any major reach screening in terms of the first 7 picks in this draft. Who's still available? George Sanders, quarterback, ideal for New Orleans. Tyler Warren, the Jets passed on Brock Bowers. Now they pass on Tyler Warren to take Armand Members. So Warren's still available.
Yeah, yo, I'm Penn State tight end. I wonder who gets him.
Ball versus get out of Georgia linebacker Will Johnson, banged up. He goes through the process 100%, so he dropped a little bit, but a heck of a player. 9 career receptions, 3 career pick sixes as well for Will Johnson. If you're just joining us, most of the picks that we've had tonight have been the players we expected to be drafted. There was one major change, which was the draft trade.
Let's go Steelers.
Jacksonville Jaguars moving up to number 2 with the Browns. 8 pick is in the Carolina Panthers, and here's the commissioner.
Appreciate that follow, bro. Pick is in, chat. The Panthers.
In the 2025 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Teteroa McMillan.
I told you. Oh, man. Oh, no. I said Saints.
So that one isn't what we expected. Outstanding player. They call him T-Mac. He was born in Hawaii. Went to Arizona as the highest-rated recruit in the history of that school.
That's a good pick. Give Bryce Young another year or 2. Get some weapons.
Now, he had drawn comparisons to Mike Evans over the last couple of weeks. Everybody thought maybe Jacksonville, right, with Liam Cohen would go that direction. They, in fact, moved up to get Travis Hunter. Think about where we are with Teteroa McMillan. 19 right now in my big
honestly, bro, that was really a toss-up. I really had no idea who
was the first receiver taken, but, hey, the ability to make the contested catch is his forte. That's why Drake London was a cop, and certainly Mike Evans. If you want to stretch his Evans, I would not do that. I think when you look at Teteroa McMillan, doing it against college cornerbacks, not being able to get great separation is the reason why I thought
Arizona.
We've all talked about he loves volleyball, right? Okay, hey, gotta be an athlete to play volleyball.
2 more, chat.
The NFL,
2 more, not SEC.
Against the great corners in the NFL. His production over a 3-year period was consistent.
And then I need under 3.5. So 2 went already. LSU and Missouri.
God, you should have catched it. Yep.
And then I need Shador Sanders to go. Oh, I fucked up again. I put under 11.5. I meant like he gets drafted after 11.5.
Bigger catch radius. He doesn't have to be as accurate. But when you talk about the contested catches on the college level, if you can't get open in college, how are you gonna get open in the NFL? Like that's my biggest concern. I get the body control.
I need him to go there.
I get the contested catches. But can he get open in the NFL? Drake London is a fair comparison. He didn't take off in the NFL in Atlanta until they moved him inside in the slot and allowed him to get some free releases. So will they have to move T-Mac inside, or can he get open on the outside?
Which is where he played plenty in
Arizona. He played in
the slot
quite often in Arizona. And Ted Fish, who coached him down there before he left to go to Washington, did some really nice things with him as far as getting him on linebacker, getting him on safety, where he could use some of that subtle movement in the way to get open. And his catch radius is something Bryce Young's going to absolutely need. You're right. You see him here hugging the commish, all these guys.
They're not really thinking about it either.
Relief that they have when they come up here. But Ted's going to have a good career in Carolina. He just needs to make sure he takes care of business.
A very nice moment there as he placed the lay on the commissioner there. Teteroa McMillan was a very proud winner of the Polynesian Player of the Year awards, both in high school and in college. So that's a lovely moment there. By the way, he was a high school teammate of Mason Graham, who was drafted earlier tonight. And our teammate Teddy Bruschi is celebrating as Teteroa McMillan is the first Arizona wide receiver ever selected in the first round of the NFL draft.
So interesting move
here by a Carolina team. This was the first thing we've seen that had not been forecast pretty much.
Jalen Brunson got 16 to third quarter already.
That seems to be the new thing. Do you fortify the defense and keep the points down? Or do you try to evaluate the young quarterback?
Of course, Josh Hart's having a game.
I like the move. Bryce Young
I took his under in fantasy points. Nothing's going to work now.
Carolina, why not help the young quarterback to see if you can continue this climb that he's made toward the end of last season?
taking the wide receiver isn't perhaps
you
not
guys
the
played
big
today.
surprise. Which receiver it was might be a bit of a surprise to some. In the meantime, Verizon Business brings us back to the stage, and Molly is with Teteroa McMillan. Molly.
Teteroa, I know that you're wearing a lei that your grandmother made, and there is a rich history of Hawaiian-born players in the NFL. How special is it to join that brotherhood?
Oh, man, it's a blessing. You know, at the end of the day, the people that came before me is the people that laid the foundation and set the precedence for me to be successful today. So, at the end of the day, you know, I'm trying to put on for the Polynesian culture and, you know, make everybody proud.
You were a big play receiver in college. What kind of impact can you make on this Panthers offense right away?
Man, I'm ready to do whatever it takes. I know I got a quarterback that I can trust in, a coaching staff that believes in me, and teammates that are ready to play for me, and I'm ready to play for them. So, I mean, sky's the limit for this organization, man. I can't wait.
I'm at the draft.
That looks good on you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Great.
All right, Molly, thank you very much. The New Orleans Saints now on the clock, and as you can see, they are.
Someone said I'm at the draft. Kevin Banks to the Saints.
Since drafting a quarterback.
Fuck is Kevin Banks?
Archie Manning, in fact, is the only quarterback the New Orleans Saints ever selected in the first round. Parenthetically, Troy Aikman is the only first-round quarterback.
Oh no, it's Kelvin Banks.
Mel, you have been forecasting for quite some
there's no
time.
Kevin
Sanders in this spot.
Just love the fit. I go back to
he's predicting it. He said he's at the draft right now.
Coming out, arm strength question, similar size, right? He was going to go to Miami, didn't because of the shoulder, right? He ends up in New Orleans, wins a Super Bowl, right? You think about where we are right now with Shedeur Sanders and this pick. I remember a few years back when the Saints traded up in the first round, thought it was going to be Lamar Jackson.
I need them to get Shedeur. I went $500 if they take Shedeur.
The division, the two former #1 pick overalls, and Baker and Bryce, in addition to Michael Penix Jr. I'm the Saints. I'm taking Shedeur Sanders.
Let's find out if that's what they've done.
No way,
Here's the commissioner to
bro.
announce the pick for New
You
Orleans.
might have won $500,
With the 9th pick in the 2025
You're ahead of me.
NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints
Oh,
select
fuck.
Kelvin Banks Jr., tackle,
Damn.
Texas.
Kelvin Banks Jr. is one of the most decorated in Texas history. He was a unanimous All-American as a
Bro, what the
junior
fuck?
last year.
He might be at the draft.
He won the Lombardi Award. He was a
Bill King said
starter
it
as a
was
true freshman coming out of Houston. He started all 42 games.
Why the fuck's he on? No, that's
And
not.
he was a huge part of the resurrection of Longhorns football under Steve
Why the fuck
Sarkisian.
you at the draft? Why you on TikTok if you at the draft?
Back to this football team moving forward. Think about where we are right now in that
Pretty
division.
fucking stupid.
Shedeur Sanders is sitting there. You take Kelvin Banks Jr., who didn't have
Nah,
a
that's
great year
sick.
in Texas. Now he's a little banged up, but there were times where some guys were getting the best of Kelvin Banks Jr. You have to go back forward to 2023 to see Kelvin Banks Jr. at his best. Prior to that, when he came in, he was outstanding. In August, he was projected to be maybe a top 5 pick. Like I said, he didn't play up to the level of the talent this year. Wasn't a little banged up, Lou, but the talent, when you go back to 2023, when he was 100%, it was in abundance.
Yeah, look, I talked to Steve Sarkisian recently about Kelvin Banks, and he could
Go
not
pull up
rave
to the
about this
tag
young
and give
man
a
more in
fucking
terms
draft pick
of
and bitch.
his competitiveness, how good of a teammate he is. He's a guy who overcomes adversity. Like, he had dealt with some things as far as health in his family. It never distracted him. He was continuously there for his team. As you mentioned, he wasn't 100% healthy, but when he is, this guy is smooth and fluid as water. Big, heavy hands, got a nasty playing personality. He can pass protect with the very best of them, and the New Orleans Saints need it. They're one of the very worst teams in the NFL in terms of pass block win rate in 2024. You're right, Mel. They better find a quarterback in order to protect and someone who can help them compete in the South and in the NFC overall. But this guy's a building block. They needed a player like this.
And he's not going to go to the
culture
Bears.
builder. Sark could not be happier and more effusive in
Not
his
the
praise
49ers
for Kelvin
either.
Banks.
Fuck,
And it
I'm
kind
not
of
going
goes
to.
how Mickey Loomis built his
Fuck,
team.
bro. I meant to do
Really have been
over
offensive
11
lineman
and a
for
half.
defensive lineman for Mickey Loomis and the Saints. He understands how to build this team.
Devastating.
Yeah, he may need a quarterback, but this is a young man. He's got to play. He's got to finish a little bit more, finish his blocks.
The Pittsburgh
But I love,
Steelers.
as Lewis says, a building block for the
That's what he
Saints.
said.
As they look for that quarterback in the future that they have to give at some point.
In our countdown show, Adam Schefter suggested the Saints may be looking
say?
to target a quarterback in the second round. Meanwhile, we have an update on the scheduling release. Laura Rutledge and Colleen Wolf join us.
None of these teams need a QB. You got Bears, San Fran, Cowboys, Dolphins, Colts, Falcons, Cardinals, Bengals, Seattle. Cowboys are hated. No, not Seattle. They just traded for him.
That's right, Colleen.
Halloween, the schedule release marks a pivotal
Unless they're gonna do what
moment
they did
in
with
the
Michael
NFL
Penix Jr.,
calendar
what
and
Atlanta
sets
did.
the stage for a thrilling season. Yeah, this is when we get to geek out over
And Broncos,
every
they don't
single
make
game and
Damn, he's gonna go.
primetime
Wow.
revenge and rematches.
I hope that
Those
puts
late
like a
season
fire in his
divisional
ass and he
dates
comes
that
to his
end
Steelers
up
and wins the Super
deciding
Bowl.
playoff spots. And
I have a
who's
feeling
playing at Lambeau in December?
I have a feeling that's gonna happen,
You'll
chat.
find out soon,
Cowboys
okay?
got Joe Milton
How about
now.
these rookies, the players who
Oh,
are
they
drafted
did.
here
For
tonight?
fit.
When and where do they make their
robbed them.
NFL debuts?
You guys
We're going
robbed
to find
them.
that out
No,
as
so
well.
he's
Let's
not.
not
I don't think
forget
he's a
the
franchise quarterback,
expanding
but
lineup
so.
of international games as well as Christmas,
I think so. I
Thanksgiving
guess
Day.
maybe.
There's so many captivating matchups. It's the best. Yes, because nothing says holiday cheer like watching your
But then
team
that's
destroy
them.
another.
That's them telling
So,
Tua.
without
hell yeah,
further
we're
ado,
done.
Concussion, you're out of here,
everybody,
buddy.
get it together, mark your calendars, set your alarms. The schedule will be dropped on
But then he's gonna play like
May 14th. There you go. Lock it in. We can't wait. You can tweet it out, tell everybody, and don't miss it. Be sure to check out all the great content from the NFL team sites.
No, but Tyreek Hill wants out.
He needs
Around the
so much
schedule
other
release,
things,
tune
bro.
into NFL
He needs
Network
it,
as
really,
well
bro.
as ESPN.
They need
So much
offensive line,
full
they need-
coverage of the thrilling 2025 matchups. May 14th just around the corner. I know. It's basically here at this point. Guys, get ready and buckle up for the greatest season of your lives.
Comes to us.
So there you have it, May 14th,
To
which is
us.
Wednesday, the 2025
I'll take it.
schedule release show. We will have the full Monday Night Football schedule
Yeah.
as well. The schedule release will stream on ESPN.
I mean, the
Plus, you may
Lions,
be wondering
well, the
why
Lions
I'm
are
going so loudly
28.
here now, and that is because the Chicago
Yeah, people think we're
Bears
gonna go
have
Kenneth
been
Grant,
announced
though.
on the clock, and in fact, our pick is
they
already
still got
in.
Jared Goff,
There
but
is
he's getting
no
old.
rivalry in any American professional sport, and that includes all of them. Quite like the Bears and the Packers, which goes back to the very beginning of the National Football League's history. And so these Packer fans will boo the Bears even more loudly than they boo the commissioner. Here comes Roger Goodell.
They really booed the commissioner. That's fucked up. Some WWE shit.
Yesterday,
No, I know.
the NFL family lost a true legend, Bears Hall of Famer Steve McMichael. My heart is with the McMichael family.
Yo,
during this
I thought I was
incredibly
waiting for
difficult
it.
time. Misty, please know that you are in our thoughts
I
and
wish this shit
prayers.
could be in New England, bro.
Mongo's
They live in a cold-ass
remarkable
state.
contributions to the game and the
I mean,
community
it could.
It could,
will
right?
never be
Yeah,
forgotten.
yeah.
Green Bay's probably cold
His
as shit.
legacy
Yeah.
will continue to inspire
Today was a nice day, too.
generations to come.
New York, too.
Yeah, for sure.
50 years ago,
Oh, they did it in
with the
Philly.
fourth pick in the
Yeah, that was last year, right?
1975 NFL
No,
draft,
before that.
the Chicago Bears selected one of Steve McMichael's teammates.
2018.
And
It's always
closest
around the
friends,
team that's gonna win the Super Bowl.
Walter Payton, running back,
He's
Jackson
Tennessee's
State.
gonna win the Super Bowl.
So, what? Tennessee? No, next.
Oh, it's in Green Bay. It's in Green
Walter
Bay.
would go
Yeah.
on
So
to
next
rush for
year-
nearly
Yeah, I think it's in Pittsburgh.
17,000
It's in
yards
Pittsburgh.
and
You win the Super Bowl
110
to win it.
touchdowns.
Like, I'm pretty
over
sure you need to have
13
like a certain
seasons.
capacity of like
All
hotels
with the
and shit.
Chicago Bears.
Yeah, definitely.
There's mad shit that goes
As you heard
on.
earlier, the NFL continues to
And if
honor
it comes to New
sweetness
England, I'll go.
not only for
I'll
his
get tickets.
performance
Of course,
and
bro.
excellence on the field, but also his commitment to give back to his community with the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award. So with the 10th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft,
Oh shit.
the Chicago Bears select Colston Loveland, tight end
Colston
from Michigan.
Loveland. Wow, he went over Tyler Warren.
Yo, I thought he was gonna come to trade. That's crazy.
58 people. He caught his first touchdown against Ohio State as a freshman. He caught 9 more the last 2 years.
That's the
How?
56
What?
games last year, most by a tight end in
Tyler
school
Warren on the
history, a
board that you put
finalist
in?
for the Mackey Award. Mel, interesting that he goes ahead of Tyler Warren, who had been expected to be the first tight end off the bat.
Wow.
Tyler Warren slides down to them a few picks from now. But look at Colston Love with his shoulder injury. He's going to be fine.
But they just passed on a tight end that really carried that team offensively.
McCarthy moving on to the NFL.
In that running back, bro. Mostly the tight end. What's up?
He gets stretched to deep middle. He's a tremendous athlete. He
I can't hear you. What happened?
with his hands. Blocking needs to improve. But what do they want? They want a third receiving option. A receiving entity. Not with Brock Bowers. You have DJ Moore. You have Romo Doomsday for Caleb Williams. Now you add that big-time receiver. He can get down the middle of the field, and he can make big catches, and he has run after the catch ability. And Colston Love would go.
Very rarely, Greeny, do you get a tight end that can threaten the defense at all 3 levels.
I mean, no Ohio State, no Georgia, no Bama.
We don't prepare for tight ends to go 30, 40,
just one Penn State.
He can do that. Essentially, he plays like a big wide receiver. And you talk about the matchup problems.
Giving
a young quarterback
another chance
to work with. This is the ultimate. I think Sean Payton calls him a joker. This is the ultimate joker. Now that Ben Johnson and Chicago Bears have for Caleb Williams.
Why would you ask Eric
about him is the fact that even though he is such a great athlete, he comes off the ball so fast and can really stretch the middle of the field so quickly. If you go 12 personnel,
everybody
wide
knew you had
receivers,
an agenda,
tight end, and you go
Shut up.
and put a defensive back on the field,
Tell him
this
shut
guy
up.
will maul a defensive back in the run game. If you go with a light box and go nickel, because he will block
How
your
many
rear end
Florida
off.
players, bro?
Ben Johnson, this
How
is
many Notre
exactly
Dame
the kind of
players,
chess
bro?
he wants, man. Caleb Williams, too. He has to be looking at him going,
I don't think any Florida players are going first round.
Colston Loveland, the third tight end selected
Florida
by
players?
the Bears in the first round since 1960. One of them was
good
Mike
players
Ditka
next year.
in
That big D
1961.
tackle
The
who's coming to
Niners
Philly.
will be
Yo,
next on
bro is
ESPN.
huge.
He's balling out right now.
He is huge, though, bro.
Bro, he's
It's unhealthy, though. I feel like it's unhealthy,
Vince
bro.
Wilfork was nice. He was about that. He was bigger than Vince
Our
Wilfork.
Earth
I
is
think
rich
it's on him,
with
bro.
diverse,
He got
vibrant,
him like 7th round,
delicate
though.
ecosystems.
Nah,
And
he's
we
going
must
before
protect
that. He's
them
going like
at
3rd or
all
4th round.
costs.
Yeah.
Together, we can discover
bro, I
the
think
wonder
so,
of
bro.
our planet
Bro,
before
I think he's gonna be a
it's too
dog if he
late.
goes to the right team.
Bro, you gotta put him in 2 plays.
You gotta get him on a treadmill. Nah, he's gonna cut like 60, 70 pounds once against an
That's what I'm saying, bro. They're gonna get him on the,
Order a 10-piece
program. He's gonna cut weight. He'll be mad strong.
And
He's just gonna be a run stopper. It's not like he's an every down D tackle.
only when you order on the McDonald's app.
Yeah, you're right.
Desmond Watson, right?
Milton Williams.
Lowe's knows it's easier to make the right calls when you have the right team.
Nah, we already got
McCaffrey looking
Chad,
lost.
he is huge.
Jomo from
Looking
Texas.
for a
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Could you point it? Aisle
He's
27.
pretty good, too.
Find what you need faster with the Lowe's app.
Yo, what size jersey you think he wears? Oh my god. Bro.
I don't
Holy shit.
7X.
But in high school, I had an XL.
This is the
nigga.
most flavorful day of my life.
Easy squeezy hidden value range.
Only serious about
It's
flavor.
probably not even a number, bro. It's probably
The world's most superior
Oh my
sports drink,
God.
designed to rehydrate,
Imagine getting sacked by him, bro.
replenish, and
Him running full speed. Bro.
It feels the best.
Like,
Oh, man.
Gatorade. Is it
That's a
in you?
flag every time.
Why do 80%
You better
of
call
NFL players
that
choose
flag.
Super Smart Bet?
I'm
Because
fighting
the higher
someone.
my sleep IQ score, the better I play.
Holy.
That's not the only reason.
He likes his side firm. I like my side soft.
Sleep Number does that. Effortless comfort all night. So sleeping on a
Somebody-
smart bed is why
He's
you can play like this.
464 pounds.
Because I also like to sleep cool.
And I like to sleep even cooler.
And I really like it when we both get what we want.
I was
Sleep Number
watching the
does that.
interview. He said he's down
Meet the
to like
Sleep Number Climate
430
Cool
or
Smart
some
Bed.
shit right now.
Yeah,
Sleep
probably
up
for
to
the
50 degrees
combine.
cooler on each side. Visit a Sleep Number
What was his
store near
high?
you.
Like 460?
464, I think? Yeah, 464.
Game like never before.
Every snap, every play.
What's the average weight?
Inside the huddle,
Average weight for a
Bill
D
Rich
tackle is
on the
290 to
sidelines.
315.
Gonna keep on into the helmet.
Oh, this one says 320 to
The
350.
accents, the action. You see and hear
I think it just depends
everything.
on what kind of D tackle you like.
Have we made it up to top
The
10
United
yet?
Football
No, this
League
draft.
on
Oh my
ESPN.
god.
Hey, bro, I don't know why it's taking so long. Every single pick is in.
Nigga, Nash is tired. I feel
Imagine if there's an ESPN sportsbook app that linked to the
Fucking
ESPN
grandpa.
app,
Not
so you could
tired, bro. I'm
track
just not
bets while
used
you
to
check
waiting all the way to
stats.
32,
Go from
but
streaming to
god
betting in a
damn.
couple taps. Personalized offers based on your fantasy team.
I'm used to it, bro. I'm
Literally
used to it,
describing
bro.
ESPN Bet, which
I gotta wait
exists.
every
Be a
single
total
year.
game changer.
Well, maybe not the last 3 years.
It's one of my best ideas.
ESPN Bet, the official sportsbook of ESPN. Sign up today and receive $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 bet.
Welcome back to Green Bay. The San Francisco 49ers are on the clock at number 11. You're looking at a picture of Shedeur Sanders, who is in Texas tonight, waiting to hear his name be called. Now, it has been one of the big storylines leading up to this draft that if Shedeur Sanders or any of the quarterbacks lasted beyond the ninth selection of the New Orleans Saints, take a look at the teams.
Bro, there's already interviews of him being shoot to come here.
Not any obvious expectations that any of these teams
he's already shoot to come here. No, yes he did. No, he said, oh, he looks miserable, and I was like, oh, so he's going to Pittsburgh.
I think regardless he's going first round.
He has to. There's no way.
If he goes past Pittsburgh, someone's trading him.
What'd you say, Kyle?
Don't trust your boy though? Into the second round on Friday night.
Bro, he signed. He signed with the Giants. Yeah. Mason Rudolph.
In the meantime, our house advance are Alan Roach as an announcer.
Helmet killer.
Please direct your attention to the main stage video screens for a special message from United States service members stationed at Yokota Air Base in Japan.
Hello from United States Forces Japan.
But I feel like people needed a quarterback. They just didn't
I'm here
take
with service
it.
members from the United States Army, Marine Corps, and Navy.
But who went over
Proud
there
to announce that this year we are celebrating our 250th anniversary. We're grateful for the opportunity to partner with the NFL Salute to Service and the USO in introducing the San Francisco 49ers 2025 draft pick.
Who went to Raiders? QB.
Green Bay.
No. What QB do they have? A free agent. Someone signed with them.
Oh, yeah, he's Geno Smith.
Geno Smith, that's what it is. 49ers, that's a toss-up.
They're going to take Will Johnson right here, what?
Your sacrifices to defend our country's freedom.
Jalen Walker, baby, come on. Give me a Georgia.
With the 11th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Michael Williams.
Wow.
Defensive end, Georgia.
I'll take it.
I like Michael better.
Michael Williams, 5 sacks last year. 2 of those came in the SEC title game against Texas. He was a 5-star recruit from Columbus, Georgia. 14 sacks in 3 seasons after starting his very first game as a true freshman and still very young. Mel, he won't turn 21 years old until late June.
Yeah, you had a high grade going into the season, Greeny. Then he had that ankle injury, left ankle injury against Clemson. Came back from it and
appreciate the follow, Angel.
Shut it down. Continued to play. Continued to be somewhat productive. He had 9 tackles for loss. He had 5 sacks. He forced a couple fumbles. He looks the part of an edge rusher in the National Football League. With his size, his long arms, 34.5 arms, and huge hands. What they need to do is get a more repertoire of moves going, coming after the quarterback off the edge. I thought he played the run great. He has a strong run defender off the edge, but as a pass rusher, I thought a little bit more work. That pass rush specialist these teams have to get the most out of Michael Williams.
He's got the things that you cannot teach, the traits, the height, the arm length, the ability to set the edge and play the run. We know he's technically sound playing at Georgia and the way Kirby Smart coaches defense. The only concern I have is when it comes to using those traits to get to the passer. I didn't see much of a rush plan. I didn't see any moves besides the speed to power. He's going to have to continue to develop the moves because when you get to the National Football League level, just the traits won't win. You have to have more than traits. You need to be able to have a pass rush arsenal. How are you going to beat the offensive tackle and get to the quarterback? John Lynch loves it. He loves defensive line. You're going to pair him with Nick Bosa, create 2 bookends. But is he going to be able to live up to this feeling as far as the pass rush arsenal? I want to see that.
They needed to restock the cover in San Francisco on the defensive line. This used to be, that position used to be the heartbeat of that football team. Both lines of scrimmage, defensive and offensive line. They need to restock that. Michael has not produced on a consistent basis the way you would think his should bear themselves out. Mel mentioned the fact that he was injured. This year he said himself when he played at maybe 60%. He's got to tie it all together. Robert Sala, the defensive coordinator now for San Francisco, has to get it out.
Like $80.
Micah Williams, the first player ever out of Georgia to be selected by San Francisco in the first round in the Common Draft era. And so the Dallas Cowboys selection
really missed out on $500. Devastating.
Schottenheimer, here comes the commissioner to the stage. The Cowboys at
Fucking Shador Sanders.
ready to make the selection.
Hello, I see you over there. Where you at? I seen him here. Oh, he left.
With the 12th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Tyler Booker, guard, Alabama.
That's a good pick. That's a great pick.
He was a first-team All-American who just turned 21 2 weeks ago.
Maybe their best lineman.
Connecticut. Headed down to the IMG Academy where he was coached by former linebacker Pepper Johnson. Played in 38 games.
Everyone was scared that after Jensen was out.
But one of those, Mel, was at left guard. He's a powerhouse inside. He will beat you up. I tell you, it's a heavyweight fight when you go up against Tyler Booker. You better bring it because he will beat you up. As a run blocker, he'll drive you off the ball. He never
that's kind of what they're known for. They're always known for having fucking
outstanding. Now he's supposed to be movement. It's got to be scheme fit. Movement's not his game. But as a guy
he's second. Position rank, he's been second.
His pass pro skills at Alabama were excellent.
And I love this pick for the Cowboys. One Hall of Famer retires in Zach Martin, and you draft another guy who's got, I think, has that kind of potential as a guard if you use him the right way. His power, his ability to take a man and move that man against his will. That's what the offensive linemen try to do. He can do that with the best of them, Greeny. Understand how to use him. You don't need to pull him around the edge and allow him to get on corners. Allow him to go downhill and displace the defenders and climb to the second level. This is a need pick. I think he's the best guard in the draft, and it fits what the Cowboys had to do.
Bro, what? I wouldn't cry if that happened.
But building the trenches is something that Dallas is trying to do, right? I mean, Tyler Booker, he's someone who's, at 6'4" and 321. But I thought when he did get locked on to people, when he did, he actually absolutely moved some people. He'll probably play the right guard. Tyler Smith will play the left guard. And you see him here on some of those combo blocks. When he's able to get his hands inside and get his legs moving, he's going to get some surface removal. He's going to get some people knocked off the ball. I did think, he got a little top heavy, got out over his toes some. If he went up against a good 3 technique, was able to get on his edge and make him move laterally, he got a little top heavy. But look, that's why offensive line coaches are the most important coaches on a football staff, minus the outside of the head coach. And Dallas is going to make sure that they develop this young man, getting consistent with his fundamentals, so they can get it all out of him. And there's more plays like that you see on your screen.
Silent for a second.
So Alabama, by the way, now 17 consecutive years that they have had a player selected in round 1. 16 had already been the longest streak for any school in draft history. So our colleague Nick Saban, very proud, no doubt about that, in his retirement.
Yo, Zay.
Tonight for us.
Yo, that kid that was in my Twitch stream today, bro, he's mad fucking funny, man. Yo, he's 12 years old, bro.
Yeah. And the Dolphins, an interesting team to consider here as a fight in that AFC East. We should have Molly.
Bro, he was shoot on me that whole time I was playing that game.
The unbridled joy that he brought out onto that stage. Just such a joy
he was in my stream since I started.
You see the emotion of a young man having this opportunity to be drafted by the Cowboys, obviously becoming a household name. Certainly, we talked about plenty on Get Up all morning long. Let's talk Horizon Business. Takes us down to the stage, and Molly McGrath is with Tyler Booker. Molly.
Tyler, a lot of emotion from your family in the green room.
I got some kid, Adrian, who keeps DMing me on Instagram.
I'm just glad to be a Cowboy.
I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna get to it.
It's truly a
Yeah,
blessing.
he's a little kid too. Like, bro, I'm not having conversations with you, bro. Stay on the Twitch chat.
The Lord works in mysterious ways. Shout out to God. Trust and believe in God. If you ever going through something like
you say you think God, the Dolphins are gonna go?
Those who know you emphasize your leadership and character. What are the
No,
Cowboys
he's not,
getting from you?
Again, the same thing at Alabama.
That is stupid.
Somebody who loves to work, somebody who loves practice, somebody who loves his teammates, somebody who's going to aim to win multiple championships. I can't wait for this tradition of success in Dallas. I'm so excited.
Congratulations, Tyler.
Who do you have it with?
You were talking about in our meeting this morning, the emotion of moments like this. Look at him and his family.
I think you liked it.
As we continue to watch the celebration of these young men We also bring you tonight something special from NFL star George Kittle and his
Yo, come check out the Twitch.
From Marvel Studios
TikTok chat.
which will be
Need 9 more followers to hit 50.
theaters on May the 2nd.
I'm back.
My favorite late round pick. George Kittle.
I wasn't picked that late.
Many teams doubted you. Red Guardian was doubted too.
Shouldn't you be like saving the world?
I'm looking for sleepers in later rounds. Maybe they will get their face on Wheaties box like you.
I'm not on a Wheaties box.
You sure about that? You sure, huh?
I mean, you could have picked a better picture at least.
Look at that. Come on.
Marvel Studios Thunderbolts, rated PG-13.
We're about to have
May 2nd. From Marvel Studios, summer begins.
With the Thunderbolts!
What? Thunderbolts. Delinquents.
Thunderbolts. Scrap the anti-heroes!
Oh, Knicks are up by 10.
Thunderbolts. Bad guys. How cute. You formed a team.
Oh, yeah.
Thunderbolts?
It's cool, man.
The pick's been in super fast.
Can't call ourselves that.
Rated PG-13. Get tickets now.
Who else plays tonight?
Wow, look who's
Oh,
getting
that
their
Thunder.
fix for kicks and dicks.
Yo, how Thunder's been smacking Grizzlies. Is he still in here? He is in here. Draco.
He's not talking.
Them Thunder's been fucking. They've been smacking the Grizzlies.
Grizzlies are hurt in the ass though.
They're not hurt. They're fully healthy.
John's hurt. John's not healthy.
He might not be 100, but
Their ass.
everyone else is getting locked the fuck up.
But their ass.
No, yeah, they are ass.
$6 never tasted so good. IHOP's Breakfast Faves combo is now just $6. Featuring IHOP's
Celtics up 2-0. Yo, Indiana Pacers, bro.
for just $6. Part of the new $6 House Faves menu.
I don't really like committing to things. I'm scared.
Yo, don't get me wrong, I'd be so happy to get drafted, but I'd be so mad to go to fucking
That's what I'm talking about.
the Browns. like, God, I'd be so happy. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just like, damn. I'm a fucking Cleveland Brown.
I better be top 5 because I need that fucking. I need that money.
No, seriously.
Like, imagine going to the Browns the 4th fucking round. You wait all that time, Cleveland Browns fucking pick you up on the practice squad for a fucking 2 and fucking 15 team. Devastating.
I got
Yo,
something
no.
coming up.
You know what's crazy? Nigga Tobias is going to the Pistons.
Something kind of big.
Yo, he really is stupid, bro. Just pissing me off.
Wait. Took a break in Philly.
The thing is, bro, it's like, bro, we get it, bro.
Is this indeed, bro?
He was good in Philly. It's just the contract and who we picked him over.
And these things.
Have been made.
I don't know, man. You guys have players go there with this. He's ass right now. Niggas can't play over there, bro.
To announce the selection.
Yo, they're down by 3 now. Oh, picks in.
Yeah, bro. They could Tobias took a 2 to get him down to 3. But I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Because Tobias went crazy with the Clippers. Like, he was really terrible.
Kenneth Grant. That's who we were gonna pick at 21. That's who a lot of people had us taking.
And one of the stars of the national title team 2 years ago, an All-American this past year.
Damn. Holy shit, yes. Michigan has fucking 3 right now.
Runs well, brings plenty of experience.
3 in the top 15. They're doing a great job.
Yeah, I think 30 on a big board. I think when you look at the
Hey, I got an Eagles fan in my TikTok chat.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. Fuck the Birds.
We're down in some games. That's an issue.
He had a picture of white boy. Nah, yeah, it's definitely official. Official KD.
He can break up passes. He can be disruptive. Certainly look at the violent active hands. He showed that as
well as Mason Graham did at Michigan. He was really going into the year thought to be almost on a par with Mason Graham. So when you look at Kenneth Grant, Calais Campbell now is an Arizona Cardinal. 55 times because of that move became a need. Kenneth Grant.
Bro, the crazy thing is they're coming off a coach. Like, the coach leaves.
I don't talk about it no more. I don't talk about it no more.
Dude, you won. How the fuck you still think you won the championship? Who gives a fuck about?
The hate I have for that team, bro.
You won it all this year.
If you're thinking about his ceiling, think Dexter Lawrence in the New York Times.
Barely won it?
Notre Dame? I can't believe you lost to Notre Dame.
A guy that's going to be a fire to sit there. This is a big man that's 340 pounds, and he can run, he can move. He's got to become a better rusher, and I think he has all the tools because he is a twitchy 340 pounds.
Was that Notre Dame QB going to the draft? Yeah.
He can
Oh, she's staying. Oh, staying again.
Yeah, the coaching staff of Michigan, Wink Martindale, the defensive coordinator, thinks this kid has tremendous upside. Anthony Weaver, the defensive coordinator in Miami,
One running back went, one QB went, one wide receiver went.
As far as run defense, he'll help that.
Trade
All right,
in.
so we are 13 picks into this draft, and as we bring our research producer extraordinaire,
Three offensive tackles went already.
these picks have had a very
One
distinctly
guard.
different feel, Cap, from the first 13 a year ago.
Yeah, Grady, what a difference a year makes, right? Last year, the first 14 picks in the draft were
Bro, these picks been in quick as fuck. I'm liking it. They just do mad
So
awesome.
far this year, through 13 picks, 9 offense, 5 defense. That adds up to 14. That's because Travis
I'm gonna
Hunter
count
was
how much
counting on
defense
both sides
compared to
of the ball.
offense.
And only
1,
one
2,
QB so far in
3,
the first 13 picks tonight. We had 6
4,
QBs.
5.
We'll see where the next one
Jeez,
goes.
only 5 defensive players out of 13 picks.
Their selection, that pick is in. We've been speculating about them taking a tight end all along, and there is one sitting right there for them. Let's
That's
see
how
if
Jalen
that's the
Hurts
direction
effect.
they go. Here's the
Shake.
commish.
With the 14th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Indianapolis Colts select Tyler Warren, tight end, Penn State.
That's a great pick. Wow.
Yeah, I'm surprised with the
Well, they had to be doing a dance in their
That's a great
draft room.
pick for
This could
them.
not have fallen better for the Colts. Tyler Warren
Hopefully
is the
Anthony
best
Richardson
tight end
doesn't
in
take
Penn
himself
State's
out the game this year.
football history. He won
That
the
does help
Mackey
Anthony
Award as the
around.
nation's top tight
Yeah,
end
it does.
last year, catching 104 passes, Mel, in what proved to be a 16-game
The thing is,
season
bro,
without any line.
I'm 100% going. I don't care. If I'm projected to go first round, I'm going to the draft. I'm not staying home.
Yeah.
Tyler Warren to become a focal point.
Nah, he's at home right now.
They were creatively utilizing him in a lot of ways.
I'll see my family when I get back. All my family, I mean, you probably gonna get like 2 tickets.
Southpaw in high school, great basketball player in high school. Contested catches go his way.
Fuck Penn
He's got
State.
strong hands, excellent hand-eye coordination.
See what
He's
I'm
a
saying,
powerful
boy.
young man. Running the football after the catch, running with that football. He's
That
a
is
fullback. He is a
true.
powerful guy. You can't tackle
You
him.
only
One
dropped
guy
a
cannot
one
get him
player
down.
right now.
He'll
That's
catch
kinda
it off the shoulder like he
crazy.
did with Lathan Ransom. The safety
Ohio
from
State
Ohio
still at
State.
fucking
Like I said,
0. Damn, Zay.
H-back,
What?
tight end. He can do so many things. As
How did we know that?
We didn't have nobody. We
That's
didn't
why I
have
thought
nobody.
he may have been a New York Jet. They passed on Bowers, now they passed
Do you
on
think you
Lawrence,
should
the
have?
O-lineman.
I think you
That
should
allows
have.
a guy like Tyler
When
Warren.
we won the championship, we had probably what 4 in the top 10. 4 or 5 in the top 10. Yes.
Fuck out of here, bro. You're supposed to draft him.
I will.
Played basketball. You
You
see
can't
some
even
of his
name them.
basketball
Name them.
highlights. They're ridiculous. They're throwing alley-oops and stuff. So he's going up
No,
and getting the
the
ball
thing
like
is-
this
the thing is,
over top
Ohio
of people's
State's
heads.
talent is really
We
young
got to
right
talk
now.
to him a couple times this past year, man.
No, it's not even
Nah.
that. He graduated mad people, but they were all just role players, bro.
No, but like you're
Wait,
super
wait,
talented.
wait,
That's
wait.
what I'm saying. Your wide receivers
in Indianapolis, Shane Steichen's
Was it
gonna be like,
2023?
man, we
No,
can put this guy
2022.
just about anywhere
Like, bro,
because
fucking,
he's just so
if
smart, has
Kinshawn
so much
Jenkins or
mental
Travion Henson
horsepower,
had that
is so
backfield to themselves,
versatile. You're right.
they'd be top 10.
Fell right to him.
But they don't have it to themselves, so yeah, I think they're both gonna. They both have a chance to go first round, probably second round.
And he fell right to you.
Actually, maybe even not.
This is just a listing of all the
But
different places that he
our
lined up
offensive
over the
lineman,
course
he'll
of
probably
his
go
college career,
first
right,
round.
over the last
And then Jack
time
Slater
the
and
Colts took
JT,
a
one of them is
first-round
gonna go
tight
first
end.
round, and
Worked out
Ibuka's
pretty
gonna go
well. It
first
was
round.
Dallas Clark, who was
We'll have
an
at least
All-Pro.
3.
And again, the celebrations are on in the hometowns tonight. Mechanicsville, Virginia, pardon me, is where Tyler Warren is from.
What did I say? Did I say 3? No, I said 4 in the top 15. We had 3 in the top 15.
4 in the top 10.
I said 4 in the top 10.
You have how many in your top 10? That's the question.
2. No, 1. 4 in the top 15. We had the number 1 pick, Trayvon Walker.
And bro, what is he doing right now?
Jordan Davis.
What is he doing right now?
Who?
Thanks so much, bro.
Trayvon Walker.
Sweetie.
He's a bust, bro.
He's not a bust. He's not a bust.
In the last 10 years, bro.
No.
I think so, bro. I'm not. He's not that bad. He's not that bad, but he's not good.
You guys had Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, 10 and 11. Not yet.
That is gang. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, he's a D tackle from Jacksonville.
He's not making noise then, because I wouldn't know who it was.
Quay Walker.
In this game, making the right move is hard.
I think you guys should have had someone in the top 10.
It's pretty easy.
After winning championship.
No. We won as a team, bro. Nobody really stood out. Besides Jeremiah Smith.
Here for life's big moves.
Yeah, Jeremiah Smith's
From the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power, the Ego 2020.
Yeah, he is young.
He's gonna go number 1, bro. He's not even gonna have to have a draft.
Mower in its class, featuring
I think he's gonna go number 1.
for extreme blade speeds, producing the perfect
As long as there's no standout quarterback. If
Isn't Arch Manning?
Arch goes crazy, yeah. If he goes crazy, somebody probably take him first. Yeah. Alright, here we go. He's gonna go to the draft, and we're not worried about him. Who's throwing to him, Kyle? Who's throwing him the ball?
Who?
Milroe's not there. He's gonna get
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was watching film. Well, not film, but I was watching. I think, yo, Jalen Milroe. This Ryan Williams wide open at least 40 times last year, bro. He's ass.
Yeah, Jalen Williams ass.
Yo, there was one play, bro. Nas, you might have seen it. Yo, Ryan Williams in one play, Kyle. One play. He was open 3 times, and Jalen Milroe didn't throw it to him once. He beat the corner 3 times, and Jalen Milroe got sacked. That's insane, bro.
You know who they compare him to?
I do think Ryan Williams probably would have had better stats if he had a better quarterback.
A quarterback, man.
But I think their quarterback's ass right now. But I don't know who it is, though. So I don't know who it is. So I'm not going to say their ass because I don't know who it is. They could be good. I can't see them not having a decent quarterback.
They might take Texas's. That kid that's leaving.
Yeah, because he's not in the draft, right?
No.
No, he is.
Who?
Quinn Ewers? He is.
No, not Quinn Ewers. No, he's in the draft. Is it Texas?
You talking about Tennessee? Bro, here he went
Tennessee.
To UCLA.
He went to USC. Wow.
UCLA, yeah. Bro, and yo, crazy. So his brother, Madden Iamaliva, left Arkansas to go be his backup. Bro, now I guess they both didn't know, but they both breached their contracts, but they're gonna have to give all that money back.
What the fuck?
So any money they got from UCLA, they're probably gonna have to pay to Tennessee and Arkansas. That's really sick. Their dad made them do it too, but that's the worst part.
We need a QB right now.
Oh, you guys? Yeah, bro. I watched the interview of that Gunner kid. He's
fucking.
He is a hillbilly, bro.
Bro.
Oh my god.
Like, yo, you just put him in to get hit, bro. He's just like a fucking. You just put him in.
Though.
He does.
He eats them hits, bro. But you can't tell me he didn't get concussed in that fucking Penn State game, bro. Was it Penn State?
No,
yeah.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. You can't tell me he didn't get concussed in that overtime, bro. Or whatever it was, because holy shit.
Isn't Ding in UCLA? No, he went to Miami. Carson Beck.
Yeah, he went to Miami. They had UCLA had Dante Moore. But Dante Moore transferred to Oregon.
That's what them boys, them soft boys, giving concussions, nigga.
Wait, what? Atlanta picked another QB? No way. Oh, they're saying no. He's saying if they pick another QB.
You see the top 5 big board was Josh Simmons is on there. He'll go first round for sure. Nice.
Yo, if Atlanta picks Shador right now, that'd be nuts.
They won't.
They won't.
But then you got Pink though, right?
Yeah, Kirk and Penix.
Yeah, get a lot. So yeah,
they would have 2. Wow.
And they got Penix, bro. But I do think his demeanor fits well in Atlanta, if you ask me, though.
quarterback sliding, and these have been some
Right,
of
because
those
he's
Yeah, this
GAY.
is based on my grades and all the mocks and everything I was doing then. Who was the surprise? You see Geno Smith
It's an
all the
Atlanta
way to
thing.
the second round. Jimmy Clausen, bust, second round, right? Brady Quinn, 2 Notre Dame quarterbacks, disappointment. Look at all
Dan
the
Marino
hits.
is
Aaron
18.
Rodgers, Geno, Chad Pennington dropped
No, I'm
18.
sorry, he said
Expect to go a lot
27.
higher. Brett Favre, second round.
Aaron Rodgers went 7.
Yo, it's time to see if Kate really like that right now. We're gonna see it right now. Down 3 minutes left. Oh my God, Kate dropped him. Oh my God, Kate dropped him.
Did he dunk? Did he dunk?
No, he's the catch, but he can't got the block.
I need it.
Oh my God, Kate dropped him though off a spin move. Holy shit.
Has Cade dunked yet?
Oh no, that would have been crazy though.
Bro, I got him for 0.5 dunks.
Oh, they're gonna lose. Down 5, a minute left.
Because you want to get drafted as high as possible.
I want the Pistons to come out of the
There's some
East.
satisfaction that comes with that, but where you
I know my brother does. Jesus Christ. He's
Yeah,
mad 'cause I wouldn't go. He's mad because I wouldn't go watch.
Yeah, the Pistons.
At a bar.
Today?
This is just across the street. These are just people
Nah, what are we?
Anybody but the
celebrating and
Celtics, to be
enjoying
honest.
themselves here in the shadow
It's going,
of one
bro.
of those
It's
fields.
going.
It's one of the things that makes this
It's
place
done.
so
I mean, you have the best
extraordinarily
odds.
special. Lambeau Field, which will this season be hosting the 60th
Bro, there's no way you don't dunk Cade Cunningham.
of Packers football, making it the longest continuously used stadium.
There's an argument right now.
in the
Cade Cunningham
National
top
Football
5
League. So, a
point
special
guard in the
place
league right now.
to hold this extraordinary event. So the Atlanta Falcons
Oh,
again.
you see, I
can't wait to see draft day.
Nah, he's definitely tough, but I don't think he's top 5.
Yo, nah,
a lot of time so far to give us all an opportunity.
I can't wait to see draft day, Daddy.
I'm gonna go, yeah. We are going to Super Bowl, KD.
Get him out, get him out, get him out. How do I get him out?
The Arizona Cardinals on the clock.
The funniest shit.
Cincinnati, Seattle, Tampa Bay, and Denver.
Pick us in.
Yo, he said how you a Duke and North Carolina fan? He said I'm sorry, I go both ways.
I swear to God, bro.
Yo, Kane.
The Atlanta Falcons select
live I ever seen in
Jalen
my life.
Walker, defensive end, Georgia.
It's another Georgia off the board.
That's a good.
Well, there he is. That's a name we expected to hear earlier. He won the Buckus Award last year as the nation's best linebacker. 61 tackles and 6.5 sacks for the Bulldogs as they won the SEC. He was a 5-star and a Gatorade Player of the Year coming out of high school in North Carolina.
Carolina took Tedero McMillan.
Jalen
They
Walker
say
to
Jalen
Atlanta.
Walker, that allows him to slide down here. Jalen Walker led the Georgia Bulldogs in tackles for loss with 10.5 and sacks with 6.5. He was off ball as well, getting after it. He was coming off that edge. And what does Atlanta need? They need an edge rusher. For Jalen Walker,
only
this
got
guy is
15.
heavy
Holy
hands.
shit.
Schultz had
Oh
a
my
ball in
God,
the back.
Beasley's
He's
nice.
quick to trigger as an off-ball linebacker. Physical, taking on blocks. This kid, number 11, in every game Georgia played this year, guys.
Damn, did he dunk?
Interesting, Mel. He's an off-the-ball linebacker, but the best thing that he does is rush on the edge. Very, very similar to a linebacker that plays for the Cowboys named Michael Parsons.
Of course, Josh Hart had a fucking game today, huh?
And wreak havoc on the quarterback. He
40
can play off the
fantasy
ball,
score.
he can play on the ball, but he was absolutely dynamite coming off the edge. Just ask the Texas Longhorns. They could not do
Damn,
anything with
Russian
him. You're going to block him with a tight end, a guard,
didn't
a
drop
tackle. It
29.
does not matter. Heavy hand, and at an undersized rusher, Lord, to me, he reminds me of James Harrison. I'm not concerned about that he's only 6'1". We saw James Harrison at 6'1", play outside linebacker for the Steelers and dominate. Coming off the edge, rushing against offensive tackles. I think Jalen Walker can do the exact same thing at the same height.
Yeah, look, James Walker's a freak
At the
now,
same
5'11", 250, or whatever he was.
Yeah.
You know how good he
Yeah,
was.
exactly.
Look, Jalen's interesting because it's not a whole lot of technique involved with him. He just plays so hard, and he's so explosive, as you can see through his core with his hands, and he never gives up. Effort sacks are something that they're not effort sacks to him. They're just normal. That's just the way he plays.
Oh,
It'll be interesting
man,
to see
come
what
on.
Raheem Morris does with him
This
and
will be
where he
forever.
plays him, because he does play all over the place. 2-point, hand down, off the ball, spy guy. I said in my notes, I said, this guy's going to be a hell of a blitzer. I pity any running back who has to step up in the A-gap and take on this dude. Because I'll tell you, you better have a strong neck.
Let's go,
You
Eagles, man.
better be able to play low, but this dude is coming now, and he comes with a lot of fury. I'm looking forward to see what they do with him in order to get the pass rush they need.
Well, and to that point, if at first you don't succeed, just keep trying and trying again. The Falcons have been trying to fix their pass rush since Vic
What are the
Mason.
Cardinals,
This is
though?
another effort for Raheem Morris and this defense trying to fix this pass rush.
Think they're gonna
Hopefully it
defense.
works for him this time.
Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting that Mike Green is still on the board for Marshall, who was fantastic.
Yes.
No DBs off the board.
is the
yet.
first time the Falcons have used a top 15 pick on a defensive player since Vic Beasley in 2015. And we'll continue from Green Bay in 30 seconds after this word from Thrivent.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. We use money as a tool to help all the people we hold in our hearts. Loved ones, neighbors.
Yo, Zay, when you getting a PC, bro?
I want to get one like tomorrow.
Did I ask?
No, I said I want to. I'm going to.
Do it, bro.
Eric, mind your business, nigga. We got something going on, alright?
Yeah, I'm supposed to wait for him and Mello, bro. Like,
nah, bro, if we wait for Mello, I don't know if we're gonna get one, bro. Let's chill out there.
you got a baby on the way.
Be reasonable, bro. Nigga, we're gonna get our first bonus, alright? Right, Zay? Yeah.
Yo, could someone help me with one?
Help?
Yeah, bro.
I can point you in the right direction, nigga.
You niggas is getting bonuses.
I can send you the link.
Actually work for my bread, nigga.
I can send you the link.
Work. That's crazy. Nigga, you think our bonus is guaranteed, nigga? We can get zero. All the hard work to get oh
Nigga, what hard work? Bonus comes if we go to work, nigga.
Nigga, hell no, bro.
Nigga, yeah. Your bonus depends on the workers, nigga.
I wish it was with the workers, because it would be better, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Bro,
this kid comes to play. He's a professional playing that wide receiving spot. So they have some really good options set up here. I think we'll see where they go. Do you go defense? Because like I said, Calais Campbell is there. So he mentor a young defensive tackle. Or do they go corner, safety like Barron or Will Johnson, or help that wide receiver with Kyler Murray getting back and
Well, that's what I was going to say. You talk about helping a young quarterback. It doesn't necessarily
Yeah,
mean
you guys' boss is
help with
watching.
an offensive tackle also to protect him up front. That seems to be the thing.
I was gonna go support the.
Oh damn.
And we have a bunch of idiot account managers that really decline it, bro. Oh my god, you should see Mike screaming at niggas. It's actually funny. And we have a bunch of idiot guys start screaming at Zay.
Got 53 people in here. Drop a like.
We got him a tight end. You got to help him, whether with some weapons on the outside
Pick
or
his in.
protection up front.
Yeah, look, Jonathan Gadden, the head coach down there, former defensive coordinator, basically runs the defense. They just can't rush the passer very well down there. They need some juice off the edge. They need some juice
There's
on the
mad
inside.
fun fucking PC games that we could play. If motherfuckers get a PC.
Pairing it up in the Super Bowl against Kansas City. And you're right, they still do
Get one
those
tomorrow,
seed
bro.
wide receivers.
I already know
They
that.
drafted one obviously last year high in the draft, and Marvin Harrison Jr. had something of an up and down season in his first year there with Arizona when their quarterback Kyler Murray. So the Cardinals pick is in, and the commissioner is making his way to the stage for the.
Oh yeah, he's nice too.
Damn. My bad, chat. Walter Nolan to the Cardinals.
Yeah, mad defense, huh?
I was delayed.
Season at Ole Miss with 6.5
Nah, I was delayed because I
he
went
was a
off of
consensus
it.
All-American and a finalist for the Outland Trophy.
Yeah, production this year was not the problem. He had as many tackles for loss and sacks just one season as Mason Graham,
Yeah, I
who we
never
really
really
like,
fucking
had
decent.
in 2 seasons combined. So for Walter,
There hasn't been a
the
lot of-
talent, I
as
like
much as you
versatility,
think, though.
guys. You can move him around, and he can be disruptive. And I think the fit
even right now?
with Calais
It's pretty
Campbell
fucking even,
back in
actually.
Arizona to
Let me check.
mentor Walter
1,
Nolan.
2,
So I think from a standpoint of developing a young
1, 2,
player, teaching him right, making him
3,
understand what it takes to be a professional football player.
4,
This is, I think, what Walter
5,
Nolan needs,
6.
and it will
So
benefit him in
7.
his career.
And I think the
7
Calais Campbell
defensive
part
players
is really
out of
necessary because
16.
Walter Nolan can be as good as he wants to be.
So,
He can be dominant, Greedy.
Yep.
He has multiple position versatility, but I line him up in 3 techniques because a guy like this has to get vertical, that can hit gaps and get to the quarterback. When you pick a defensive tackle this high, you're expecting impact plays, not just tackles for losses. You want sacks, you want cause fumble.
Let's go,
He's the
man.
twitchiest defensive tackle in this
Saints
draft.
go.
He's got that
Man in my life.
He can get upfield and get around the offensive guard and get to the quarterback. My only problem with it is I didn't see it consistently enough. He was a 5-star. He was the #1 recruit coming out of high school. He's been the guy for a long time. He's worn that burden. So now, as he takes it to the next level, can
W
we
pick.
get the fries out of it? Can we get the sacks? Can we get the
That's a-
production?
Troy in Florida.
That's a great pick, Chris.
And I hate saying consistency when it comes to players.
How long you been in here, Chris?
not
in the
everybody
Twitch.
does it all the time. You just want to see
Yeah,
that
Chris is a
the
Cardinals fan.
pendulum swings to them being much more on than they're off. Walter, when he's on, when you talk about taking gaps, playing on the offensive side of the line of scrimmage, when they move him on stunts and he's slanting and he's running TTs inside, meaning tackles, he is disruptive as heck. But then, he'll just disappear and he'll get stuck on blocks and he's chasing the ball. If he can
It's just not showing you in the users in chat.
Booger, you said it. ESPN ranked him the #1 recruit in the country coming out of high school in 2022. And now after an outstanding season at Ole Miss, he's an Arizona Cardinal. The celebration is on.
4,700.
The family, the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow's team on the clock. We'll hear from them after this from Green Bay.
Hey, you should go offensive line. Jesus Christ. I don't know who the hell is left. They might take Josh Simmons. Wait. Keep me in Cleveland. Yeah, they're going to take Josh Simmons. Look. There goes my first Ohio State boy, man. Hopefully.
I do what I do. From day one, it's always been about them.
They won, Chris.
My sister, DeAndre, Bucky, Shiloh, Shador, and Boss. The coaches, players, that's family.
They're winning, but they're ass. Nah, yeah, they're definitely ass. Pistons are going to win that series.
Spotlight may follow me, but I pour all that light into them. Because it's never been about me. It's always been about family.
No, he's wild. Why he post that?
Being Courtyard's official fan ambassador has
What the
opened a new
fuck?
world for me. Now I get to hang out with NFL fans all season long. See you on
Yo, chat, that's your man's?
He really did it.
It's your man's, chat?
Did they just hop from a baseball game to a show on Max without leaving DirecTV? It's like all their apps and channels are...
What up, Mello? You gonna say something this time, bro?
All connected. Shows,
What up, Step Bro?
cooking shows. Is she talking to us? Tell me, how does DirecTV put all your favorite stuff on one home screen? Uncanny content suggestions based on your watch history? Or mind control?
Were you recently electrocuted?
Bro, it's been lit today. Mello?
Well, I, for one, am intrigued. Looking for a reason to try the $5 meal deal with new McValue. Here's 1, 2,
Jose, someone in the chat said you had
4,
diabetes.
and the price makes 5.
So much.
Get more than you expect with the $5 meal deal with new McValue.
You think Knicks are gonna win? Nah, Pistons are gonna win that series. I got Pistons coming out of the East.
Going for it, and he fumbles. Brilliant recovery with the Lowe's app.
He always delivers.
And so does the Lowe's app.
76ers coming out of the East. Damn. Wait, why you say Nas is tripping, Kyle? Like Tyreek. Yo, Mello, join the Discord. Is it in? It is in.
All in one place. All year long. Welcome home. The Copa Del Rey Final.
You see that? Yo, Mello, drop a like.
Copa Del Rey final up for grabs. Brilliant effort, exciting game.
Legacies to defend.
Damn, this light makes my forehead look mad shiny. I have a small forehead, so.
And that is it. Game, set, match.
Copa Del Rey Final exclusively on ESPN Plus and ESPN
Christina from Carolina says Zay Papa sounds heavy.
Welcome back to the 2025 NFL
No, Christine
Draft.
from Carolina says Zay Papa sounds heavy. Heavy. Yeah, he can hear you. Don't come in. Yo, Keem, don't come in here with that energy. We're re-signing him. Highest paid edge in the NFL.
All right, Chef D, thank you. And that Bengals pick is in. They have the three big players to deal with during this offseason, and thus far,
Man,
Hendrickson
fuck the
is the one they
Bengals.
have not. They've taken care of the two wide receivers. So the offense looking good. The defense, major questions. Here's the commissioner to announce the 17th.
But I think he's gonna play as long as his brother.
In the second half of the first round.
I think he still is the future.
Enjoying the musical performance. And here's the selection.
YouTube TV is not showing the football game there.
With the 17th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Shamar Stewart,
Wow.
defensive end.
Another one. Holy shit.
All right, so he was a top 10 national recruit coming out of Miami, and does he
It's
ever
three
look
edges
the part? The athleticism off the charts, but
That
Mel,
TJ
we've
Watt,
talked about it throughout this draft process. Just 4.5 sacks in 3 seasons at College Station, so it's a difference between the
Yo,
traits
Zay, he said
and
all
the
I heard
production.
was twinkie twinkie.
Some AOGs block the LTP. That's AOGs, another occupation guy, right? The guys will not be playing professional football, neutralized and handled.
Who got drafted first? Cam Ward got drafted first.
4.5 for his career. The last 7 games of the year, 3 successive seasons, he didn't record a sack. This against college offensive linemen. Now, if you want to say, boy, beat Daniil Hunter, could he? Daniil Hunter had 4.5 career sacks, 1.5 his last year at LSU.
This is the only way Melo will watch anything football related.
11 sacks a year in the NFL. That's an outlier, right? Will Shamar Stewart, who we know about in
I got the Ravens pick for you, bro.
6'5", 267, 4'5", 940, 160, 10,
That's all
34
Kyle.
8 arms, and a 40 vertical. Are you kidding me? He should be getting double-digit sacks, Bug. What's the problem?
Mel, here's the thing I'll tell you. I'd rather drive a Mercedes than a pickup truck because I like to drive fast.
2K
At least
likes,
I
I
know
ain't
I can
impressed
go
on
fast
yet.
in a Mercedes.
Yeah.
To get the best out of him, because you can take this young man with
That's
the
a
traits that he
fact.
has and the speed. He has the potential to be a double-digit sack guy in the National Football League. A lot of disruption, not a lot of production, but the tools are
You like
there.
that, Melo?
Like Tomlin has a saying, if the guys didn't need coaching, I wouldn't have a job. He needs coaching. He needs to understand his pass rush moves and how to finish at the quarterback. That's what the NFL is about. I love this team
What's
for
a weak
Cincinnati
series?
Bengals, and I just wonder how this is
I mean,
going
they-
to impact
they gotta-
Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah, but they gotta show
him.
OKC the number
They
one,
need
bro.
somebody like Trey Hendrickson around to show this young man how to run
Series.
the right?
Nah,
Think of some of the
I
players
know.
he played with.
Yeah.
I had that series being the best series. What the fuck just happened? Series listening to me.
I don't know where.
Just be the one who's going to teach this young man how to pass rush. There's got to be people in the locker room that are going to help him as well. He plays hard as hell.
They're terrible
They
now.
move him from a 9 technique
Yo,
outside
chat,
the
who got a streaming site for me?
and he can collapse the pocket, but he just
Who got a streaming site for me? Send it in the chat. I got you right now.
Thanks, Greeny. Shamar, scouts and GMs all rave about your physical gifts. You have a longer wingspan than LeBron James. How were you built
What the fuck? This is football.
Man, I'm built for it. I'm made for
What?
a hard body. I'm made for this. I'm ready.
The Bengals' new defensive coordinator, Al Golden, known for his aggressive style. How can he bring out the best in you?
Man, it's something going
Right?
straight line. Going straight line, I'll figure
Compare me to a football player.
All right, well, Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow's jobs just got a little bit harder in the AFC.
He is the GOAT, though.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You can compare me to the GOAT.
Molly, thank you very much. Shamar Stewart. Again, the magnificent physical talent, the production that hasn't always lined up to it, but a player we did expect to hear his name early tonight. Mike
Oh,
Green
shit.
still on the board. A lot of passes.
Nah, I didn't even catch
in this
it.
draft. It was interesting to see in which order they would fall, and now they are starting.
Hey, we
to
hit
do just
2K
that.
likes,
Seattle
baby.
Seahawks are on the clock, followed by Tampa
get
and
it.
Denver, and we'll be back in 15 seconds after this word from Thrivent.
With Thrivent, your personal finances aren't just personal. We use money as a tool to help all the people we hold in our hearts. Because the most important
Go,
thing
man.
isn't what you're planning for. It's who.
I can't find it anywhere.
Thrivent, where money means more.
It's on like NBA TV.
All right, we are back in Green Bay. The Seattle Seahawks are on the clock in an interesting offseason.
3 more picks, chat. 3 more picks until the top dogs go.
So it's sort of a new era there with their second-year coach Mike McDonald. What direction should we be expecting now for the Seattle Seahawks here, picking at number 18?
We talked about a lot about the interior of the offensive line, and Tyler Booker is gone, and there's other guys that are available. And I think we talked about versatility, Boog and Lou, and that's where Gray Zabel Zabel, North Dakota State. I noticed some teams in the late first round were hoping he would slide through the cracks, but the versatility to play every position on the offensive line. Practiced at center at the Senior Bowl. Trey Zabel, I know he could have gone anywhere he wanted. He stayed at North Dakota State, loyal to that program, and he can play anywhere on that line.
I need to download like that TikTok live shit.
Especially if they feel really
I
good
have it on
about
my
their two
PC,
tackles,
but
those
it'll be
young
acting
tackles they
now
taken in the
weird.
draft, Charles Cross and Abraham Luke. If they feel really good about those tackles, then I agree with Mel attacking the interior.
Damn, if you guys get a PC, you can play that repo shit, bro. I haven't played it yet because I don't have anyone to play with it.
In the common draft era is 3. We'll see if those start. But here's the commission.
Let's get it, chat. Let's get it, chat.
In the 2025
Mute
NFL
yourself.
Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Gray Zabel,
Wow.
guard, North Dakota State.
There goes another guy.
So there he is, Mel. There's your guy. You just mentioned him. He had NIL offers to leave North Dakota State, but stayed in part so he could play with his brother. And as a result, he won his second FCS championship last year.
Yo, Zay, what would you do? Would you go to the draft or would you
By the way, is
stay
the
home?
4th year in the last 5 the Bison have had an offensive lineman selected in the draft.
Yeah, you look at it, start the first 3 games at left guard in 2023, moved to right tackle for the rest of that season.
100%.
This past year, he's at left tackle for North Dakota State. He's getting the job done again, getting it done there. Started the final 36 games of his
for
career.
me, it's more like
41 overall.
only way I'm doing it in my high school is only for college. Like if I have a scholarship and I do my signing, I'm not doing high school.
And a fiery approach. He's got a defensive mentality.
Probably haven't been in high school in like 2 or 3 years.
Impressed a lot of offensive line coaches.
No doubt, especially with his play on the interior, center, and guard. You go back to 23,
Oh shit,
you mentioned,
I'm just losing.
watch him there.
What the fuck? I didn't
where
even
he
notice
started
that.
those games at left guard. He looked like a
Christos,
pro bowler. He looked like
you
a
in
guy
here
who's going to
still?
be all rookie immediately.
3K
He's gonna
likes?
challenge
Yes,
for a pro
sir.
spot. The arm length does show up in tackle form. He doesn't have that kind of physical
What
range
school?
to deal with some of the pass rushers he would deal with in
North
the
Dakota
NFL.
State?
But at guard, he's plug and play.
So he's headed to Seattle. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be next. Congratulations to Gray Zabel and his family. Again, the Bucs are on the clock, then the Broncos, then the Steelers.
You heard that? You see how he said, and the Steelers? 'Cause you know.
We're live in Green Bay.
Just give us shit up, bro. Super Bowl. I'm putting the future in right now. $25. Steelers win the Super Bowl. I'd go to the draft. That's a different feeling. You always want to experience that. That's good. Nah, yeah, that's true. Bro, all the lights and shit. Especially if you get called. Wear a smooth ass suit. Smooth ass suit, have some shades on. Yeah, hell yeah. Wearing the tux. Yeah, but I think you only get like 2 tickets. I think that's why most people don't go. The amount of people that be probably hitting your line, bro, when you get drafted is probably absurd. Cousins and cousins and cousins and aunties and nephews, everyone hitting you up. Like, congrats. Congrats, bro.
Cleaning your dog's teeth can be hard.
Motherfuckers come out the woodworks. Yeah, facts, no habla inglés. I'm putting my shit on Do Not Disturb. I'm putting my shit on Do Not. Fuck, my shit's gonna be delayed now because I got off of it. Yeah, I wish they had funny commercials like they do for the Super Bowl. These commercials about chips.
This is a meal. Melty.
See this chat? This is a fucking goat right here. If you're watching, this is my goat. This is your goat.
It just meals good at Panera.
What up, Miami Dolphins? Aren't you guys up next?
Time exists to help everyday
Oh, you guys are
Americans
on
make
next.
When you build your credit to build yourself
You guys got Kenneth Grant.
payday comes on your terms.
What up, Miami Dolphins? Hey, appreciate the roses, bro.
Oh yeah, you're making it. Success doesn't happen overnight, but as you progress, you start to feel it.
You like him?
You're going after something bigger, hustling for something better.
He's a champ. Nah, he's not a champ yet. He hasn't even won a playoff game. I'll hang myself on
Graduates,
stream.
today you enter the real world,
No
ready
one
for
talk about
whatever
it.
lies ahead, except for the following, which you are
Yo,
likely to
imagine
find
we go and get like
difficult.
some random
Going
motherfuckers
to a
there.
9-to-5 job, doing your taxes, putting on a duvet
Like, imagine we
cover,
just go pick up
taking
like
off
Josh
a
Simmons.
duvet cover, realizing you're never gonna go to the gym. This guy knows what I'm talking about. In
At
summary,
20?
life is hard,
One?
but saving money by bundling your home and auto
Oh, that
with
boy's going
Progressive is
hard.
easy.
Bro.
Oh yeah, deciding what's
You're
for
a
dinner
goat,
every
brother.
night for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I'm thinking about
Ice cream so good. Damn, imagine I became an AI live streamer. GG's. I don't know what they be doing. Yo, Melo said you look like a dolphin, Jay.
How far he drops is going to be the storyline of the day.
The Miami Dolphins select Ronnie Brown.
Ice cream so good. Yo, motherfuckers really making money off that shit too. That's crazy. Full-time job. Huh? Waking up at 8 a.m., going live, and just acting out like the gifts they get from TikTok. Am I in the Discord? Yeah, come to the Twitch. That's my Discord. The Twitch is my Discord. Pull up, bro. I'm about to hit 50 followers. Nah, I'm not doing that one, Melo. I'm not doing that one. When the Glizzy got sent, that's fucking hilarious.
At 21, Adam Shepard.
Yo, what's that video? He's like, Ultimate Glizzy. See if I can find that shit. Huh? Hold up, I gotta turn up your mic. What'd you say, Kyle? Yeah, Glizzy Overdrive. Oh my god. Yeah, it's right here. He said.
They're gonna take what defense here?
Fuck.
In the 2025 NFL Draft,
I got you,
the
Shaq.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Emeka Egbuka.
Oh, that's a fucking great pick. Wow, that's a great pick. That's a great pick. Wow.
I'm surprised.
If you said it 67 times, what are you talking about, guy?
Emeka Egbuka is the school's all-time leading receiver, Mel. 205 catches over 4 seasons.
Yeah, the only thing really slowed Emeka Egbuka down was that left ankle injury in 2023. Missed 3 games mid-season, came back at 41 catches. The year prior to that, he had 74 catches for 56 average and 10
Yo, how much did he get paid from that, bro?
81 catches, 12.5 average, and
how much is a Glizzy, though?
professional receiver. You know what you're
It's just
getting
like
with
10 cents.
Once he ran that 4.4740, that solidified him
Yo,
as
did that
a
shit for $1.
maybe even a mid-first, but Emeka Egbuka running under 4.5 with the kind of production and versatility and the approach that works.
That's a great pick for fucking
approach is how
10 cents, bro. Did that shit for $1.
Plays primarily right in the slot. The guy who can also win outside, real tough inside, to make contested catches, threaten the middle of the field. Who does that for Tampa Bay? Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin coming off of a very, very significant injury. This makes you wonder. They must be
man, the whole
concerned a
gang's
little bit
up in
about
here
what's
now.
going on with Chris Godwin and maybe his availability. Who knows for 2025? Because this is not for certain. Mike Evans getting a little bit older.
Thank you
This
for
is
the
a
hand
little bit
mark.
of a curveball of a pick. But when you start trying to think about why this may have happened, you kind of have to start like following the breadcrumbs.
It also makes you wonder if you're Tampa, who's going to rush the passer? Greeny, you said we were thinking defense. Yes. They need an edge rusher. They signed Hassan Reddick on a 1-year deal. They need more shoots coming off the edge in this Todd Bowles defense.
Well, Booker, you live in Tampa. You've been telling me all along they were going to go defense.
Everyone told me they were going to go defense, and then they did.
But again, this is not in any way a reflection on Emeka Egbuka, who was a terrific player there. You see Todd Bowles, the coach of the Buccaneers. So the Denver Broncos are on the clock, and then the Steelers will pick next. It's been an intriguing night, and it's about to get all the more interesting. We're back in Green Bay just a moment.
The 2025 NFL Draft, presented
Two
by
more picks, chat. Two more picks.
by Marriott, is brought to you by Progressive. Protect your auto, home, and business today at progressive.com.
Oh shit, yo, what happened? Who got Becca?
Mine was earned in Germany, 1984.
I earned it from my
What up, Warzone Goat? Who got Becca?
USAA membership
what's his name?
is for those who served and can be
the
shared
Bucks
with their
got him.
spouses, then kids, and their kids for generations to come. And because our members know USAA's
Oh, man, I didn't
commitment to
even
serving
notice
the
he was
military
texting
community,
on
they're proud to start their
on
family's
Twitch.
legacy. So I'm in, and so is our family. USAA. See if you can become a member
Damn,
today.
so
Members
just
who
these
switch save
nuts,
an average of
yeah, fuck off.
$725 annually on
I'll get banned right now.
I was tired of being told no. No to my dreams.
I had no idea if anyone would buy anything.
This is so wild that I actually, from a dream, started a business.
Yo, Warzone Goat, you're a Dolphins fan, right?
I know.
Is this yours?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up Lou Sassel. They picked up Kenneth Grant. That's who we were projected to take on everyone's draft.
First Mercedes feeling. Experience the feeling.
Damn, I'm not even gonna say that. Picked up Lou Sassel. Who the fuck is Lou Sassel? No. Oh, I got it. Fuck. Yo.
You just said that shit on stream, bro.
Let's start paying attention to breast when it matters the most. Early detection for breast cancer is a game changer.
Bro, I had a feeling, but I couldn't hear it in my mind, so I'm like, bro, I don't know.
At yourattentionplease.com.
It's a rare thing with someone you've been with for so long.
Nah, wow, he really got me with that. That's nuts.
It's like discovering E-Trade's easy-to-use platform now comes with the power of Morgan Stanley.
Mom can speak walrus?
This is Roundup for lawns. This stuff works. This stuff kills weeds down to the root without killing your lawn. This stuff works on dandelions, crabgrass, clover.
Damn, I need this much viewers on Twitch.
This stuff works guaranteed or your money back. This
No
stuff
cap.
works on big
Pull
lawns,
up to the
small
Twitch.
lawns, and I guess you can call that a
Yeah,
lawn
no
lawns.
fucking-
This stuff works without killing your
My commercials are not loud. Damn, Thunder's getting smacked. What up, HCX Jackson? Jacob, my bad, bro. I think he liked it. I can't tell. It only says on my screen, peep chat. It only says coins. I don't know what the coins means. I don't know if that means that they liked it or they commented. I look at 81 though. Top G right now. Denver Broncos time.
Time for a look at Mel's best available. Brought
they
to
might
you
take
by
off with the
Courtyard by Marriott.
Okay, got some
Thanks,
good ones.
Hunter.
Shador, I'm amazed right now that he's still on
Probably.
the board as I was with Aaron
Oh, they might
Rodgers.
take Amari
New
Hampton.
Orleans. Hey, I'm gonna wait and
They got
see
no
who
running backs
makes
right
the
now.
move to get Shador Sanders before
They
I
don't?
start
They're probably
talking
taking
about
Amari
this
Hampton.
organization have will haunt
I don't
them.
think so.
Will Johnson, we talked about the injury. That
Yeah, but I don't think that's all gifts, Mello.
good corner had he been healthy through the process would have been a top 10 to 15.
I think that's like likes and
I love
shit.
Amari and Hampton
Likes,
for Denver,
comments,
set for 3
and
months.
gifts.
They need a
I'm not
running
sure.
back who's complete. He is to help out Bo next.
And we got another
John
follow
Simmons was
on
the
Twitch.
best
Let's
tackle
go.
he got hurt in October in that game against Oregon. That's why he's still available. Right tackle, left tackle could play guard as well.
Maybe it's like two. Yeah, it's probably everything.
4.29 on the heels of a great year at Texas. On the heels of 2
Damn,
really
bro,
good
I'm
years at
almost
Houston
at
with the
50.
Matthew Golden did everything at Texas. Got open, caught the ball, and then ran great. I'm really surprised Golden's still
I'm
here.
at 41 right now, chat.
Been an interesting night, very strange one in some ways.
41
We
on
had the
Twitch.
Enormous trade at the very
Where is it?
beginning. Jacksonville moving up from 5 to 2, but that has been the only trade we've had so far in round 1. And I'll mention again that
Oh, who moved
fewest
up?
in any first round in the
Someone moved
Common
up?
era was
I think the
3.
Steelers moved back?
And that goes
No.
back to 1971 is the most recent
no.
time.
No, we
So
didn't.
we
No, we
generally
didn't.
had a lot more than that. The Broncos pick is
Fuck
in.
off.
Here
Why
comes
you
the
scaring me like
commissioner
that, bro?
with a special guest to make the selection.
We had 5,000 people in this live today. Holy shit.
April
is World Wish Month.
No, I'm fucking it up.
That Make-A-Wish grants.
5K people in here today.
One of those wishes will be coming true right now. Sam is a 17-year-old Broncos fan who has bravely battled cancer.
Pick 21 to pick 126. You might see me crash out on stream.
His wish is to announce the first-round draft pick for his favorite team. Please join me in cheering on Sam as his wish comes true.
Oh, that's cool.
Take it away, Sam.
He has brain cancer?
Let's go, Broncos.
That's cool.
All right. With the
What?
20th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft,
I said that's cool.
the Denver Broncos select
What the fuck?
Jahdae Barron, DB, Texas.
Oh, shit. That's only the second.
Jahdae Barron, young man, grew up in Austin.
Cheeseburger,
Decorated his final season.
He's over there laughing. I can hear him laughing.
Thorpe Award is the best defensive back in the country. Had 5 interceptions on the season.
He had 2 Texas Longhorns running great at the combine and needed to. Matthew Golden.
Let's go, baby. It's our time, chat.
I got Jahdae Barron running a 4.39, but some thought he'd run 4.45 to 4.5 at 5'11", 195 pounds. Plays everywhere in that secondary for Texas. Super smart, blitz, intercepts passes. I talked about it. Doesn't miss many tackles at all. He had 67 tackles, 5 interceptions, 11 pass breakups.
It's a perfect spot for
year,
today.
Jahdae Barron did. Short tackler, instinctive,
Yes, sir.
versatile guy. He can play him anywhere in the deep patrol.
Yeah, this is another guy that Steve Sarkisian, the head coach of Texas, just raves about. He raves about
I'm about to buy his
Barron
jersey right now.
because of the fact that he's a great locker room guy. He's a guy who can fit in with everyone. He's kind of a spokesman for a team. He kind of settles everyone down.
I gotta take a
And as
piss.
far as on the football
Right
field,
after
you're right.
this.
He's super versatile. Can play inside
Colin
and
Martin's
outside.
for fun to
Has
TV.
great instincts, great vision, route development, understanding, and the willingness to come up and hit.
This
Play
is
strong
all
at the catch
refresh.
point. That's what Vance Joseph's going to want out there in Denver, where they play some pretty good defense. Him and Patrick Surtain II.
Hey,
That's
let's
a
hit
pretty
4K
good
likes.
group of corners right
Drop a
now
like,
when you're
chat.
talking about
Drop
the
a
Denver
like.
Broncos.
And as you start to look at it, he's a faster version of what Brian Branch does for the Detroit
Yo,
Lions.
imagine
A
we go
multiple
some like
position
bum or
player
some
that can
shit.
play inside, outside, that can play in the middle of the field. He can do it all. Kind of a joker on defense. He will be used very well in Denver.
Like, I
All
don't.
right, and so now we get to the
Yo, Zay,
Steelers
who
at
else could you
21,
see
and
us
this is a
taking?
spot that obviously we have had circled for quite
Yeah,
some time.
offensive
Adam Shepard,
lineman
what can you
or-
tell us?
No?
One
I
of the
didn't
most
take Shador.
intriguing spots in the draft.
It's either deep.
Shador
Or you gotta wait for
Sanders is still
Jackson
on
Dart.
the board right now. The Pittsburgh Steelers still are awaiting an answer from Aaron Rodgers. One person.
Man,
who
fuck
said
Aaron
they
Rodgers. I hope,
wondered how
yo,
that
chat,
combination,
hear me out.
Aaron
Fuck
Rodgers
Aaron
and Shador
Rodgers.
Sanders could go along if the Steelers went that route. But there are no assurances that Pittsburgh is going to go that route at number
Let's go,
21
300 more likes.
when they have other needs as well. This will be an
Fuck Aaron
organizational
Rodgers.
decision. If they take Shador, he has a new home. If they don't, then we have
I
entered
don't know who
into
else
a
we got,
really
bro.
intriguing
All we need
part of
a
the
D
draft
tackle,
where
bro.
Shador Sanders and Jackson Dart are alive and interested.
Derek Harmon.
The belief around the
Yeah,
league is that the
take
Saints
Jack
and the
Sawyer, too.
Giants
He's a
both really like Jackson Dart.
No,
So, Shepard, there's an irony in
we
all of
need
this,
it. We
Mel,
need
because you
it.
keep
D
making the
tackle. We wouldn't go
comparisons to
edge.
Aaron Rodgers and the way that he slid through the draft, and now perhaps Rodgers playing some role in Pittsburgh's decision as they make this pick here at 21.
Hey,
But we're
let's
waiting
go.
to see if this is the spot. Shador Sanders will finally hear his name
The
called.
Steelers have no second-round pick. That went to Seattle.
have no
DK
second-
Metcalf.
I don't see
They're sitting
Jackson
here
Dart
with
getting a
pick. We
phone
talked
call,
about
bro.
Derek Harmon.
Yeah, fuck.
Derek Harmon,
Yeah, his brother's
defensive tackle
stupid,
out of
bro.
Oregon.
No.
Being mentored by Cam Hayward. Cam Hayward can't play great forever, right? He's a Hall of Famer, but he's nearing 2 more years.
Oh, we're taking a while, too. We're taking mad long, bro. We just used like 5 minutes.
This organization has not had won a playoff game in 9 years.
Damn, bro. Why they gonna say that shit, bro? Fuck off.
They haven't won a playoff game in 9 years. In this division, with Burrow,
No, they're talking about how we didn't win a playoff game yet. In 9 years.
And there's Shador Sanders, loaded with great quarterbacks.
Take us in, baby.
Mason Rudolph, and there's Shador sitting there, and you have no second-round pick. Where's the young
Damn, we
quarterback
have
coming in?
no- we have
I'm
no
taking
second-round
Shador Sanders.
pick.
I prefer him in New Orleans. I don't know what the Saints
Center Isaiah Ortiz.
I disagree with it, but if I'm
said
Pittsburgh,
that?
Shador Sanders, the pass
Facts, Nico, facts.
At pick 21.
I'll take it. I'll take it. No bullshit.
I'm told that the pick is in. The commissioner is making his way to the stage. Will this be the moment
Come
that we hear the
on.
second quarterback's name, or will the drop continue? Here comes Roger Goodell with the announcement.
Yo, Eric.
Shut up.
With the 21st pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Derek Harmon.
Oh my
And hear the roar in this crowd. That is the surprise of many. And it is echoed on this stage. Let's talk about Derek Harmon. The young man can rush the passer from the interior of that D-line. Led all defensive tackles and quarterbacks.
Bro, I said we're gonna go D-tackle, bro.
Started his career at Michigan State, had one
You
season
making fun of
at
us?
Oregon.
He had a really good season because he did.
Oh, he was 100% their best D lineman. His position ranked 2.
Really, this year took his game from a competitive standpoint to a new level. I know
No
Michigan State kept
fucking
waiting for him
way.
to really get home and really develop into that kind of player that's talented.
Everybody plays in the chat.
And this year he did it. He was disruptive. He got in the backfield. He hit Quinshon Judkins in that game on October 12th. Caused that fumble when Ohio State had all the momentum. You watch him, guys. He can get into the backfield. Plays a little high, but he is a guy can learn from Cam Hayward. Plug that. Will they weigh that position, that need, and having to?
Bro, you're telling me that we couldn't get a D-tackle second round? I mean, third round? What the fuck?
Because they love the fact he could be the next guy.
That's fucking disgusting.
For Cam Hayward.
Well, no doubt. You talk about Cam Hayward getting a little longer.
We're gonna go with a fucking 40-year-old QB.
Which is interior pass rush. You mentioned he led
Mason fucking Rudolph? Are you fucking kidding me?
Pass rush pressures from the inside. And when you look at Keanu Bitten, they took out of Wisconsin. He's played
I'm
well,
about to
but
ban you,
getting
Kyle.
to the passer hasn't been his forte.
fucking creep.
This is an opportunity to fortify the defense in front. Again,
What he say?
pass on the quarterback, fortify the
Oh
defense in front with TJ Watt. I like what the Steelers are doing. You just wonder. Without
Bro,
Aaron
shut
Rodgers,
up, bro.
who's gonna play
That
quarterback
wasn't not a
position for
good
them?
move. I look what the Steelers are doing. Like, bro, that was not a good move. You don't fucking QB.
Mason Rudolph.
One wonders if they know.
What
By
the
the way,
fuck?
the Steelers' last
Nah, he's actually not that bad.
defensive lineman was Cam
No,
Hayward.
he's old. Yes, we definitely could have got him
In
later.
2011, so there's the celebration and the Steelers.
Bro, no one on the Steelers. Bro, no one.
They're all clapping.
Quarterback come off
We
the
don't think
board.
in the back.
Come on back and find out the Chargers are on the clock. We're back in Green Bay in just a moment.
Man, fuck Rodgers.
Look at his mom's talking to him like, sorry, baby. You can get traded, baby.
Courtyard's official ambassador has opened a new world
The
for
Pats fucking suck, first of all.
It's gonna be way better than you guys this year, bro.
No, you aren't. No, you not.
Bro, as
We
long
can,
as
we
you
can,
don't get a
we can,
quarterback,
bro. We could go with Mason. We can go with Mason Rudolph. I don't, bro. Fuck Rodgers. Honestly, fuck Rodgers. What do you mean feels good, you fucking creep? I hate you.
Yo, someone said Mason Rodgers is looking like a poopy season.
How the fuck you lying about my chat?
a reward for those who fight the spirit.
No, you didn't.
So hold it high. Modelo, remarkable
I
fight.
don't see it.
Order a 10-piece McNuggets
Man,
with
bro.
spicy nether flame sauce. And unlock epic.
Yo, 100 Roses, I'll punch my monitor right now. 100 Roses. 100 Roses, I'm... 5,000 Roses, I'm punching my monitor. Nah, that's really... Bro, what the fuck, bro? Nah, don't send no Roses. Don't send Roses.
I was going to send Roses. Hell. Right now.
Bro.
TikTok right now.
Right now.
Jake,
Hey, little.
I saved so much bundling, it inspired my workout.
Yo, punch that monitor, nigga.
Bro, I'm kind of disgusted. Wow. Omar Khan, bro. What?
He said I'm disgusted.
This is Otto again, right?
Yeah, this nigga's real.
No, wait, bro, I swear to God, if we trade George
Yo,
Pickens.
say you headband too, gang, because we need it.
Allowed on the couch, Derek? Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. From the #1 rated
Nah, bro, he's gonna go.
He's
Sanders gonna go first round.
22-inch
Is he?
aluminum deck mower, the most powerful mower in its class.
He's gonna go to like the Rams or some shit.
Razor sharp.
Alright, fuck off, bro.
Find an Ego retailer near you.
Yo, tell Melo not to eat
$6
that
never
donut.
tasted so good.
We can
IHOP's
hear
breakfast
you.
babes combo is now just $6, featuring IHOP's world famous buttermilk pancakes, crispy hickory
Bro
smoked
stole the
bacon,
donut.
2 eggs cooked to order your way. All for just $6.
Nah,
Part of the
selling
new
Blues is
$6 House
crazy.
Faves menu.
Verizon Small Business Days are back. Our experts
Nah, wow. Shit already didn't get picked. It's crazy. Bro, it's super crazy. Oh shit, you're a Georgia fan.
April
21st to
Love to see
27th.
that.
Let's take a look.
It started
Yeah, I just
today.
said you mad GG's, bro. GG's in the chat.
Knows it's easier to make the right calls when you have the right team. McCaffrey looking lost. Hey, I'm looking for a what? I'm looking for a what? Could you point me aisle 27? Find what you need faster.
Damn chat, bro. Bro, this is what I waited 4 months for, bro. Like, Derek Harmon, bro. Like, let's see what they're saying about him. He is quick and strong enough to press the B gap and squeeze the A gap when lining up over the inside shoulder. Damn.
Went on to be outstanding in the National Football League. Will Johnson, the injury affected him, pushed him down.
Despite a need at quarterback, the Steelers also then drafted questionable marks along the defensive line.
Did you read his pre-draft analysis?
Yes, bro. Bro, fucking needed, bro.
Would have been a top 5, top 10 pick if not been for an injury. Medically, he should be ready to go for training camp. Here's Matthew Golden. He would fit what the Chargers are looking for as well.
Bro, I hope we don't trade George Pickens, bro.
Chargers needs right now. Interior offensive line, wide receiver, tight end.
It's only fucking Kyle. You guys having so much fun. Alright, now it's Nas, bro.
Become now the story of the night. Shador Sanders, according to our draft day predictor, there was a 96% chance that he would be selected in the first 21 picks entering this draft. 21 being the operative number with the Steelers. So we're now in that zone where we wait to see if any team chooses to trade up from the second round to make the aggressive.
Yeah, we always act like we're in the 6th round of the draft right now.
Bro, we're not gonna re-sign Justin Fields. Not gonna re-sign Russell Wilson. Sign fucking Mason Rudolph. Like, what is going on, bro? Fuck off, bro. The bright side is, yeah, right. We haven't had a first round pick since we were all born.
Ken O'Brien, right? Joe Montana went in the 3rd round. Kurt Warner, undrafted free agent. Peyton Manning, people hit the league like Ryan Leaf over and put Bill Foley to take him #1 overall. Matt Ryan. Jake Long went ahead of Matt Ryan. They took him so far, suffered for
I'm about to end this shit, bro. I'm heated. Oh my god. Fuck.
2nd round.
Star's gonna have a nice clip. Me happy. We got fucking Shador Sanders.
Mr. Irrelevant, Kirk Cousins, 4th round pick. They're all positional.
Bro, stop sending me fucking GGs, bro.
The greatest of all time, Tom Brady, 6th round pick.
We are gonna have a great D-line. We already do. We already have a.
You guys already proved that this is not what you should.
We already have a top 5 D-line, bro. Like, we don't. I understand motherfuckers are getting old. Next year.
What happened when you had a top 5 D-line last year, bro?
We didn't have a
first round exit, bro.
They don't need shit. It's because our offense, bro. It's because our offense. It's nothing to do with our defense. Our defense crumbled a little bit the last stretch of the season, bro. They held it down.
Chargers gonna take Will Johnson.
The first thing that quarterback whisperer.
Fuck the draft. Yo, fuck this whole draft. Fuck the draft. Fuck Omar Khan. And finally, fuck
What does it take to play
Aaron
quarterback
Rodgers.
at a high level in the NFL? They don't say wild throws. They don't say great traits. They say exactly what you said in your own
Yeah,
highlight.
fuck off. What a bad.
Decision making, yes. Accuracy. That's what they say. Fedora has made great decisions in the pocket, outside the pocket. When he's getting his head knocked off, he's made great decisions. He throws the football with accuracy. The whole arm strength thing.
Bro, we might as well just trade TJ Watt now, bro. That's just getting tight, bro. I fucking wow.
He just is. What this comes down to, look, I'm gonna try and look at this from a team perspective, right? Every team likes, teams like players. It's just a matter of what price do they want to pay, right? So they figure for him, if we're judging the landscape right here, we don't need to pay top 15 prices.
Man, now I hope he's a bust. I hope Shador Sanders fucking sucks, bro.
Who?
Shador Sanders.
It doesn't mean you guys are not getting him.
Bro, we're not getting him. The only way we get him, bro, is if we trade out. We have no second round pick.
Oh, you don't?
We have no second round pick. This doesn't make sense.
Did you give him
To Seattle.
Seattle?
Yeah, for DK. Like, bro, I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I don't.
like case studies done on why did people pass on him?
Like, how long are we gonna wait for Aaron Rodgers
Was it because he was too fresh?
when we just got DK?
Because it isn't because of how he plays the game. I agree with you. It's not how he plays the game.
All right, we have only had one quarterback selected. We have only had
I mean, at least he signed a 5-year deal, but
if Shedeur Sanders was going to get drafted here, it would have to be a trade because Justin Herbert is going to be the quarterback of the Los Angeles Chargers. So I said that facetiously. Obviously, this isn't going to be.
Yo, he really might official.
He
really might slide all the way to the second round.
So no doubt we'll get a jolt from this crowd.
Because none of these teams need a QB.
Here's Roger Goodell.
Fuck it. Let's go to the next pick, chat.
With the 22nd pick in the 2025
trade for
NFL
Justin Herbert.
Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select Omarion Hampton, running back,
That's a solid
North Carolina.
Mel, a player you love, back-to-back monster seasons for the
Tigers. They're gonna probably try to do what we did.
Over 1,600 last year, 30 touchdowns on the ground, and he added 67 catches as well.
Yeah, just turned 22 on March 16th. I thought he'd be a Denver
Yeah, they're gonna try to do
it.
it.
Damn,
we lost Najee too, bro. What is
the Chargers? Jim Harbaugh wants to run the football. Obviously, you got to stop the run, something they couldn't do last year as well. They want to run the football. Marion Hampton at 220-plus pounds ran 4.46. Talk about a guy at 622 carries in his career. That's 128 fewer than Ashton Genty. So a lot of tread left on those tires.
Shoulder,
Talk about contact and being able to go run through contact. He will do that. Excels at picking up guards and breaking tackles after that contact with a leg drive, the determination, and that breakaway speed he possesses. Very good hands as well. Had a career high 38 receptions, 2 touchdown catches this year. Doesn't have the elusiveness of a Genty and the ability there to make people miss on a consistent basis. Pass blocking needs to improve just a bit. But the athleticism and one cut, he can go. Marion Hampton will hit that hole hard, and he will break tackles. He is a game breaker.
That's Joe Mixon.
120-plus pounds.
That's Joe Mixon right there. That's what it looks like. Joe Mixon wearing the North Carolina uniform.
And you put him in this offense where they want to run the football with Harbaugh coming
Damn, I don't even want to. Bro, I don't even want to see Steelers fucking Ravens and traded the Steelers. They would. No, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't.
We reach that moment that we look forward to.
They don't want us to get
every year. The home
team
is on the clock, and just listen to these fans in Green Bay.
Bro, I don't know. Chat.
The Go Pack Go chants.
I don't even want to see Steelers Twitter right now.
Cheese heads as far as the eye can see.
Damn, I gotta sign you in there.
Fans so excited. The people of this terrific city have been so excited to host this event. We have all felt it all week long. There's been no question about it. And so with all the energy here,
no, this is their first pick.
Part of that incredibly tough division.
Yeah, they made it. What? First on first, second on first.
The year that Jordan Love takes that step forward. What do the Packers need to do?
Yeah, I don't see the Ravens trading with us. We don't really have anything to trade unless it's like valuable pieces.
Wide receiver that had great luck in the second round, taking wide receivers and lose. So I look at that quarterback spot. Will Johnson's a guy. You talk about getting a value for a heck of a player.
I don't want that old fuck as my QB. Yeah, I love QB. I can't wait till we go to Gillette Stadium and whip you guys out.
Will Johnson's another guy who's projected way up there.
As soon as the tickets come out, I'm buying it. I'll be right in Gillette.
But as a corner, he can anticipate.
Yo, Dion gotta be tight. That's fat. I know Dion. Even Dion probably feels disrespected. He probably talks to all these people, all these recruits, all of them.
And there's going to be some questions about it. He's in that area right now where you start going, the teams that need a corner, a guy like this, a guy who, again, Wink Martindale, who coached him up there at Michigan, said, look, this guy has hands, has ball skills like Champ Bailey. The guy can snatch the ball and take the ball out of the air like that. You think the Pack doesn't need that? This comes down to the medical. Simple as that. Are they comfortable? When they project forward how long he's going to wind up, playing in the NFL, what's going to be the
that's a great opportunity for anyone who plays for Colorado to have Travis Hunter on their team.
Especially with what they have going on with Jair Alexander. To me, this has got to be edge, more cornerback. This has got Mike Green on the table.
Is it good?
Sacks last year.
So edge or corner on an underrated guy. We haven't even discussed.
It's Apple TV. It's on there.
It's going to go in the late first, early second. It's Donovan Ezra-Rocky.
Is it on YouTube TV?
Damn. Shit, Memphis is up 30?
And he plays hard. Now it's 247
What?
pounds. Playing the rock is going to be a little bit of an issue, but as a pass rusher, Donovan Ezra-Rocky.
Dude, it's too low.
Speaking of edge guys, how about James
Yeah, 25.
James Pierce is sliding down. James Pierce is a freak now.
Yeah, but they're winning the series too low.
Yeah, where's Chris? Where's Chris, bro?
It's about trust. It's about how comfortable are you. Like, but there's no
Yo,
reason James Pierce should be on the board right now.
Kyle, you're watching the game on YouTube
There's no
TV?
reason he should be on the board, but you're getting into that area of the draft.
Wait, wasn't it?
It was on YouTube TV?
Teams have some questions, right? So now you're sitting there
I thought the
going,
Pickers win.
hey, there's a guy you too good to pass up.
Are they just doing their weak ass chance? Yo, fuck Green Bay too, bro. Honestly, fuck Green Bay, fuck Aaron Rodgers.
That's right. Try to mitigate the risk based on the talent that you have, based on what you know. And to your point, when you talk about Ezra-Rocky, talk about Mike Green, all those guys are tremendous football players. Which one do you think you can mitigate the risk?
I'll tell you what, Ezra-Rocky, there's no risk as far as the person.
Understood.
I'm gonna go on Steelers Twitter. I should be like, oh, we're waiting for Arch Manning. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Oh, we're waiting for Arch Manning.
Great person. And I'll tell you, two other
Don't even know if he's gonna get drafted.
I call him having an entry with the Kentucky Derby coming up for Saturday today, right? Yeah. How about Olufemi
Appreciate that like.
and Carson Schlesinger? Schlesinger off ball was everywhere making
Best instincts in the draft.
And Oladejo, when they moved them off ball to outside, was going to hit the quarterback. So those are two UCLA Bruins going to be really good late one, early two. Interesting.
So all the speculation here at this desk has been about defense. I've had a lot of Packer fans come up to me this week and say,
No,
we
this
never
is
take a wide receiver in the
really
first
just gonna go for this game.
Matthew Golden is still on the board now.
I've said his name about 5 times already with picks. Matthew Golden to me, people say, well, you have 1 year of production. I thought at Houston, for what they were asking him to do for 2 years, he did a solid job. And then this year was supposed to be Isaiah Bond. It was Matthew Golden. Then Matthew Golden ran a 4.29. I don't know what else the kid needed to do. Yeah, you'd like to see 2 years in Texas, but he only had 1 season, and he did it all, and then he ran great. Matthew Golden here, are you kidding me? In the late first round, when Millen already went, the Book already went.
But Steve Sarkisian, look, he's such a great guy to talk to get insight about his players, about why they developed the way they did. And he says it about Matthew Golden. It took him some time when he got him in order to kind of get him comfortable in his offense. And he wound up taking over the role that many people thought was going to be Isaiah Bond. And he said, look, this guy will do it exactly the way you ask him to. The reason why he ran so fast, he said, I promise you, he worked at it.
He also got a rape allegation.
He does?
So that reaction you're hearing as the words "the pick is in" just popped up on the screens here, as you can see.
Luther Burden's, he's got great.
So the Packer fans all in attendance, waiting to hear who their team will add in this first round tonight. It's been a fascinating first round. Again, we've had only 1 quarterback come off the board. We've had only 1 trade. There have never been fewer than 3.
Did he have a good what's it called?
The last time that we had that few was back in 1971. So the Packers will make their pick here at 23. Their division rivals, the Minnesota Vikings, will be up next at 24, followed by Houston, and then the Rams. So we continue to wait for spots where a quarterback may go, and now we're looking here at the Green Bay Packers, set to make their pick. So the pick is in.
Packers trade their pick.
Making his way to the stage shortly. A Packer team that had some good moments last year, made a playoff run, but
all my bets fucking missed today.
Competitive division. The Vikings obviously had that great year, and the Detroit Lions, despite all their defensive injuries, finishing as the number 1 seed in the NFC, falling short in that playoff run as well. So the Packer fans here dancing and singing and waiting to hear where they go. I'm told the commissioner is finally now going to make his way out, and so the pick is ready. And here comes the commissioner with a very special guest who will be very well received here in Green Bay.
Damn.
Okay, Green Bay, it's your time. To make this historic pick, please give it up for first team All-Pro,
I don't want to see what it looks like.
2-time Super Bowl champion, and Packers president and CEO, Mark Murphy.
Bro, we didn't.
Thank you, Roger. How about this
atmosphere. Isn't it unbelievable?
We didn't even trade down. We could have traded down to get our pick. Yes, bro.
Draft
I don't give a fuck if it's not over. The season's about to start. We didn't even trade down for fucking.
On behalf of the Packers, Packer fans here in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and everywhere, because our fans are everywhere, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to the NFL Draft at Lambeau Field.
No one's saying anything on Twitter right now.
It is our honor and privilege to host this wonderful event in our community, particularly since we are the only community-owned team in the NFL. Just out of curiosity, how many of you are owners? Yes. We also have the best owners in the NFL. And we also want to celebrate the special connection we have with our fans that dates back to the early days of professional football. With the 23rd pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the 13-time world champion Green Bay Packers, for the first time since 2002, draft a wide receiver.
Oh shit, there he goes. Damn, they haven't drafted a wide receiver in 2002? That's a good pick.
Yeah, they're all super.
Man, that was their biggest flaw last year. The wide receivers was getting injured. Damn, that shit is smooth. Damn, that chain though, holy shit. Oh Nas, they removed my comment on your video. I commented swing this bitch like monkey in the zoo. From your song that you just posted on TikTok, they deleted that shit. So weird. I mean, that place is fucking loud.
I think he's a walking for sure.
Bro, they gave him the special walkthrough. It must be so cool to like get drafted like to a team that's hosting it. Got all your things. Yeah, I'll be back. I'm gonna take a piss.
Yo, that was such a funny. Get another one.
How good is that?
How good is that?
Verizon Business to Molly, who is with the man of the moment, Molly.
Matthew, that was a warm welcome from your new fan base. What is it like to stand here in front of all these Packers fans?
Man, it's a blessing. You know,
Damn,
I'm putting so much work to get here,
now.
and I got my family here, man. It means the most to me, man. I can't thank God enough. I can't thank God enough.
At Texas, you stepped up big when the lights were brightest. How will you do that here in Green Bay?
that's what you should expect from me, man. You know, I'm a reliable target, and you know I get open anywhere on the field, man. Whatever the team need me to do, that's what I'm willing to do. But I'm bringing that dog mentality. Know that.
All right, welcome home.
Thank you. Thank you.
Guys.
Now you mentioned the Combines 4.29. That opened a lot of eyes. 58 catches, 9 touchdowns in his one season at Texas.
The 16th ranked player on my big board. Packers getting the pick number 23. We're talking about this year. 9 games, he averaged 20 plus yards per catch. Here he is with the Houston Cougars. Over a 2-year period, he had 76 catches, averaged 13 yards a catch, and 13 touchdowns. At Texas this year, he was outstanding, and he came up big at critical moments in key games. SEC championship game against Georgia, really impressive with 8 catches, 162 yards. Quarterfinal playoff game against Arizona State, 7 catches, 149 yards, and another touchdown. He had 2 to 3 concentration drops. That was it. He's a guy who gets open. He can handle tight coverage. He catches the ball in traffic. He's tough across the middle. He's quick out of his break. He sells the route. And I was impressed with the consistency. Game in and game out. To know that he was understated. He was underappreciated all year for what he did for an offense that needed him. And every time they needed a big catch,
if we trade up in the second round and we grab him, Omar Khan's a fucking beast. But he's not.
To separate.
Yeah, he would be a dog. But it's not going to happen.
From the defender, knowing that you can throw the football to him on time and
second and third round.
And when you look at Green Bay, it's often said that Green Bay has a lot of receivers. They got a lot of number 2.
Yeah, he's at the draft.
Number 1 that they've covered. When you look at Homeo
No, he's not there. He's not there. No, he's not there.
All right, so the Minnesota Vikings are on the clock, and we've got Roger Goodell ready to make action. There is an equal opposite reaction. They will be booed as loudly as the Packers will cheer. Here comes Roger Goodell with the selection.
I haven't seen them trade up yet.
They didn't. They didn't.
24th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Donovan Jackson, guard.
Hey,
there you go.
Oh, is it with Houston?
So there's the reaction from the crowd. First,
Donovan Jackson.
the word that comes to mind. He started 30
He's a beast. Donovan Jackson's a beast. I'll give you that.
Bro, he played offensive guard for 3 years. And we lost all our tackles this year.
That's
what whatchamacallit did.
We said this would be the quarterback range, and the New York Giants have just traded back into the first round to pick number 25.
Yep, there he goes.
Houston Texans. In return, they're giving up pick 34, pick number 99, and a third-round pick in 2026.
How the fuck are they gonna take both of our QBs, bro?
Look for a quarterback here.
They took Russ, and then they're gonna take Shedeur Sanders.
What we were waiting for, Mel. The Giants getting their man at the top.
What did they trade?
Not taking the quarterback there. If they turn it around and get the quarterback they're looking for here, this could turn out to be a magnificent night for the Giants.
Look, been discussed that Brian Daboll likes Jackson Dart, quarterback of Ole Miss.
I knew, bro. This is crazy, bro.
28, same grade as the 21st.
Why would you sign Russ? That doesn't make sense, bro.
I'm still sure, but more mobility. Certainly Jackson Dart.
Why would you sign Russ for a year if you're gonna go get draft a QB?
So if you're looking for traits, Jackson Dart has a floor and Shedeur on paper. I'm a Shedeur guy, love him. Jackson Dart I like, and I think Brian Daboll says, hey, he's my guy because he can move around and he can, say, had those games where he could beat you with his leg, 3rd and 8. He can run for 30 yards. Gets an ass, okay, and he can make the throw. 6'2", 223 pounds, coming out of that RPO offense, Lane Kiffin. So, hey, if he wants somebody who can do more than be a great pocket passer, then Jackson Dart gives him more with his leg than Shedeur does.
And not only that, not only as a pocket passer, you look at Jackson Dart, throws under pressure. When pressure's in his face, it's outstanding. I mean, he stands in that pocket and makes a big time.
You guys are gonna go like deep
I
tackle.
agree with you.
No, you're not. What am I talking about? Offensive tackle.
Brian Daboll seems to be leaning towards Jackson Dart.
The difference for me was Shedeur came through in the clutch when it mattered the most in games late. He's taking it out of field. Jackson Dart had some meltdowns.
I'll take Jackson Dart too. I swear to God, I'll take Jackson Dart.
All right, we're going to take a very short timeout. We're going to come back. The New York Giants are on the clock.
I'll take Will Howard over Aaron Rodgers.
We will find out right after this, live in Green Bay on ESPN.
Fuck off.
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're also one of America's largest financial services companies. Like, he's so much more than Saquon Barkley.
I'm also Staycom Barkley.
Oh, man, shut my uniform.
We just haven't fixed the QB fucking position, bro.
Stress out. I'll never remember all this. Relax, Rook. When things get intense, we get insights.
I don't know. No, we can't. No, we can't. I don't even want to fucking hear it, bro.
For your insurance and financial needs, Nationwide is on your side.
We're not even gonna have a top 5 pick next week.
This nigga.
Summer starts. No. Dogs on the table.
You sure that's a dog?
Yeah.
Archman.
With Stitch.
No, I'm gonna give you to the count of 3 Stitch.
Bro, I just wanted Jackson Dart or Shedeur Sanders. I didn't think Shedeur Sanders was gonna drop that low. He did, and we didn't fucking grab him, bro. This doesn't make sense.
Only in theaters May 23rd. Rated PG.
Let's talk salary.
Great. What do you typically offer for this role?
It's competitive.
And if it was a number, it would be
A competitive number.
With Indeed, you can avoid awkward salary conversations from the start.
well, a number.
Fuck these commercials, bro.
Actually, man, funny.
Oh man.
Because the higher my sleep IQ score, the better I play. But that's not the only reason.
He likes the side firm. I like my side soft.
Sleep Number does that. Effortless comfort all night. So sleeping on a smart bed.
Yo, nah.
Yo.
Yeah, chill. Never mind, bro.
Yeah, I can't stop laughing, bro. Oh my god. Sorry.
Fuck off, bro.
I know how it
AJ Brown's getting drafted.
Yo, I should have clipped Eric's reaction though. That shit was so funny.
Yeah, good thing you. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, do that, bro. That's gonna be funny as hell.
I don't. You can't go back.
Yes, you can.
No, he's
I can clip it off my VOD page.
Bro, that's just funny, nigga. Oh man.
Bro, that shit's devastating. That shit ain't funny, bro. That shit's devastating. Like fuck. Yo, I'm really heartbroken, bro.
Yo, you think he's been making fun of the Patriots draft for years, so I don't care, bro.
Bro, you guys still suck at drafting, bro. This is a whole different conversation,
pick,
bro. So
Drake May is pretty good. I didn't think he'd be that good.
No, Drake May's alright.
Oh, here we go. He's alright. Shut up.
I'll take Aaron Rodgers over him, bro.
Shut up! Right now? You're lying.
Yeah.
Stop, dude. Don't laugh at your stream, bro.
It depends on the roster.
What?
My roster right now.
with Devontae Adams and this shit, bro. What you guys sound crazy, bro.
All right, I don't like Aaron, bro. I don't like Aaron Rodgers, bro. But his stats were not shit. His stats were not shit.
They were shit, bro.
No, they weren't, bro. No, they weren't. He threw like 30 touchdowns.
Shit.
He's serviceable right now.
Oh, you guys are really glazing right now. That's cool.
He threw 30 touchdowns.
I said
it was not.
on
It was
team.
Garrett
if
Wilson.
I got a good team.
Oh yeah, what the fuck? What? Yo, Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, Braylon, bro, what? Nigga, Elijah Vera Tucker sucks.
Nigga, you named 1 out of 5, bro.
He threw for 4,000.
Mekhi Becton?
He threw for 4,000 yards.
Mekhi Becton got traded. Yeah, you're right. The nigga that we took from them, Moses Moody, whatever his name is, I don't know his name.
Oh shit, Pixon.
Find a way to get the quarterback that you want.
What are you doing, bro? Don't even look at the screen, bro.
Shut up, pussy. I'm muting you. Be quiet.
Onto the stage to announce the Giants pick at number 25.
The Houston Texans have traded the 25th pick to the New York Giants. With the 25th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Jackson Dart, quarterback, Mississippi.
What? Chad, what?
Wow. All right, you know the story. Legendary high school career in Utah, threw for 67 touchdowns. As a senior, he went to USC, started 3 games.
Yo,
transferred to Ole Miss.
wow, Jackson Dart, second QB off the board.
Kiffin threw 72 touchdowns, finishes the school's all-time leading
No, that was
passer,
a giant.
surpassing Eli Manning. Mel, your reaction?
Well, it's surprising went ahead of Shador, not shocked because Daboll wants more mobility. Jackson Dart can't beat the defense with his legs. His completion percentage every year under Lane Kiffin
LA's
improved 62%,
No.
65%, culminated with 69%.
Falcons did with LA.
11 rushing touchdowns the last 2 years. 1,500 rushing yards the last 3 years at Ole Miss. Now, the concern for me, and the reason I'm a Shador guy is at the big spots. You come up big.
Chad,
For
Jackson Dart.
Where Ole Miss faced a then-ranked opponent, LSU and Georgia, he completed less than 60% of his passes, and in each game combined for 2 touchdowns and 2 picks. Then they were looking for a playoff spot in late November. He completed less than 60% of his passes with a couple touchdowns and 2 interceptions, and that late touchdown against Florida. So 3 big spots didn't come up big. Shador consistently did, despite being a rat. I like Jackson Dart.
I kind of called him going the second off.
What the
fuck is you saying, damn Eric? What the fuck? That shit's over. This shit's over. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. This shit's over. I'm more surprised that he got drafted now over Shador Sanders.
Fuller went ahead of Joe Montana. E.J. Manuel went ahead of Geno Smith, and 3 players were drafted by the Bengals before they took Boomer aside to the second round. So it doesn't always go. The quarterbacks go in the order or the way they work out in the NFL. So for Shador, I still believe, I'm going to say it, so I'm proven wrong after this, the New Orleans Saints are the perfect fit. Because Pittsburgh's weather, right? The Giants are weather, and the division's weather. And for Shador, like Drew Brees, is Peyton Manning, that dome would help him so much to give him a chance to be.
No, if we get a QB in the third,
he's certainly capable of.
the fuck's the point of getting the QB anymore?
Very, very well respected down in Oxford. Being a great teammate, he's tough as hell. Another kid who I was fortunate enough to call 3 of his games over the past couple of years. He's got a big arm. He is tough. He can pick up first downs. He can bomb the football. It doesn't always seem to be able to get through progressions as quick as you would like. That's something he's going to work on. That's something he'll have time to work on because Russell Wilson's going to command.
Are you drafting him for the next GM and the next head coach?
We'll see. You know what? Hey, that's a question for John Mara. But I'm happy for the kid.
Let's find out what we can from South.
Can you hear me now? Hey, you guys didn't tell me my fucking thing was too loud?
Coach Brian Daboll likes Jackson Dart. Why? Because he has some of the same traits that Josh Allen had in Buffalo.
Talk about the Pats.
Mobility, the dual threat ability, the big arm to get the ball down the field, the toughness. Those are the traits that Josh Allen showed
Paulo, is it better?
Daboll in Buffalo. That's why Jackson Dart of Ole Miss is here and will be a New York Giant.
Chad, is my mic better? Can you go check Nas? Can you check my TikTok, Nas? Yeah, someone in the chat said, can't hear you, the TV is too loud. Yo.
Giants history. They drafted Phil Simms in 1969.
It's just my mic, man.
It's not the mic, it's the like the sound of the drive.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, can you hear me over that or no?
It's pretty easy.
Alright, yeah, I'll just turn it down a little bit.
A few years ago, we saw that not work out as they would have liked, and now Jackson Dart, the 25th pick in this draft to the New York Giants. Quick thought now of the Falcons will be making a pick in a moment. It's going to be interesting how quickly he gets on the field. Let me add RPO offense. You got Wilson, Winston, and DeVito. Now you add Jackson.
Yo, Paulo, you can still hear the draft though?
But will he be afforded the time necessary to develop out of that offense? The Falcons have traded into this spot, and the commissioner will announce.
Bro, they're gonna go with Shador.
The Los Angeles Rams have traded the 26th pick to the Atlanta Falcons.
If they do that, yeah, that'll be dumb as fuck.
With the 26th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select James Pierce Jr.
Wow.
Defensive end, Tennessee.
James Pierce Jr. goes to the Falcons in the spot that had belonged to the Los Angeles Rams. After Schefter has more for a Schefter. Well, Greeny, this is an interesting.
You think he was worth trading up for though?
This first round pick to take James Pierce and a third round pick. But in return, the Rams get a second round pick this year and a first round pick in 2026 with a second round pick this year. So this year, when all teams held their initial first round draft picks coming into the draft, next year
The Cleveland Browns already have the Jaguars' first-round pick for one trade today, and the Rams now have the Falcons' first-round pick next year for this trade. So we only had one trade in the early portion of the night. Now we've
Bro, that's crazy. Rams just gave up so much shit. I mean, Rams fleeced them, like you said. Falcons gave up so much. 3 picks. 2026 first round, 2025 second round, 2025. No, just add a year on to all that. And then a 5th round.
He reminds me of body type wise of Javon Curse when he came out.
Damn, I know Shedeur Sanders about to be punching his fucking bathroom wall. Because I know I'm gonna.
He's got the speed to chase down any quarterback in the NFL. He's got the power to collapse the pocket inside out. When he wants to slam down inside on run stunts, he blows up everything. Everything. He'll track down balls one side of the field to the other. The question with James is this: consistency. Can you get it out of him all the time? Can you count on him? Can you depend
Bro,
on
his
him?
over and under was 11.5. I thought he was gonna go first round.
Atlanta finally has the rusher that they've been looking for.
They're tweaking if they're like, oh yeah.
Falcons have been in the bottom 2 in sacks.
But everyone's acting like it's crazy to think that he was gonna go first.
But they've gone a long way to address that tonight. Taking Jalen Walker from Georgia earlier, and now James Pierce from Tennessee. But the big move made just
Bro, I swear to God, bro, if Aaron Rodgers isn't signed within a week, I don't know what we're doing then. Unless he falls to 3rd round, but I doubt he falls to the 3rd. Bro, why is my screen not going down? Because Browns have the 1st round pick. Not the 1st round, but they have the 1st pick in the 2nd draft. I think they'll take him.
NFL Draft Green Room. Visit Lowe's.com/NFL Draft.
Ravens aren't going to trade it.
Recreate the look in your home.
You, bro, you guys are going to try to trade with us.
Official partner
Imagine.
of the NFL.
I'll trade with you.
See that us or Washington.
These are the voyages of the Patrick Starship Enterprise.
Krabby Patty, engage.
He's talking about the rest of the
Yeah, just today. Bro, our next pick.
Ravens, Lions, Washington, Buffalo, Chiefs, Eagles.
Our next pick is 83rd.
Honestly,
bro, don't pick no fucking QB at 83rd, bro.
One of these teams trading their picks at all, to be honest.
Bro, 2nd round. Anonymous Scooby, appreciate the follow, bro. 1st round, Browns have 2 picks.
Well, Howard, bro.
Man,
yeah, he just won a national championship.
I don't give a fuck. Remember it was a team game? He didn't do anything special.
He didn't do anything special.
What did he do?
Oh, wait, what? Oh, he creates so many first downs. He can run. For a big white nigga. He's the better Big Ben.
Yeah, no, his comp is
The better Big Ben, bro. Shut up.
His comp is good.
Only getting isolated results. Big gains come from AI.
That nigga, all you can do is fucking QB keep, bro. That's it.
No bullshit. And he can't even hit the outside, bro. That nigga is straight. 10 keep every time.
Imagine we get him. Oh my god.
Nah, bro, you guys are gonna trade us.
Yeah, I see, bro. I promise you, yo, on God, if we trade TJ Watt tonight,
first this year, second this year, and our second next year.
Yo, if we trade TJ Watt today, I'm punching my monitor. I put on everything I love.
TJ, no, actually not TJ Watt. Alex Highsmith.
All right, you can have him. Don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck. It's crazy.
You can have him. He's a dog.
He's not.
He's a dog. He's a dog. But you know who we got? Nick Herbert. Bro, we're stacked at linebacker. I'll trade Alex Highsmith. Bro, we're stacked at linebacker. Are you crazy? We don't have Spillane. Yeah.
Oh, he went to the Patriots?
Yeah.
I do like Spillane.
Indescribably delicious Hidden Valley Ranch.
Him and Harold Landry are gonna
Peyton Wilson, Cole Holcomb.
Harold Landry's
Who
in the
is
pack
Peyton
too.
Wilson, bro? I'm not even hating, bro, but who is that?
He's a rookie. Well, he was a rookie.
Oh, the linebacker?
Yes.
He's tough.
I'll easily trade Alex Highsmith for the 32nd pick in the first round. Patrick Queen, Nick Herbig, Payne Wilson, Nick Herbig. Yes. TJ Watt.
I do like Patrick Queen.
I don't think we're gonna re-sign Cole Holcomb though. No, I don't know. We're definitely re-signing Cam Hayward.
He's gonna retire.
Cole Holcomb.
Nobody knows who he is. Nobody signed him.
He's okay. He's okay. I think we could draft his replacement.
Yo, Pats honestly suck. I hope you know that, bro. Yo, you guys fucking blow, bro. Like,
we're gonna finish above you guys.
no bullshit, bro. Like,
100%.
bro, but too bad it's still last year that we can only talk about. You guys sucked. What do you mean, bro? Like, no, we didn't.
Our receiving core is better than yours.
Come on, bro. You don't even believe that, bro. What? Pick is in. Pick is in. You sound stupid.
Here's the commissioner with the pick.
With the 27th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Malachi Starks. Defensive back, Georgia.
Wow.
There it is. Terrific safety. Grew up in Jefferson, Georgia, about a half hour from Athens. Was a five-star. Became the Bulldogs starting free
Hey,
safety.
appreciate
Led the team in
sharing the live,
defensive
Jose.
snaps as a freshman on a national championship team. Finished with 6 interceptions.
They moved him around a lot. Brady at 6'1", 197 pounds.
Thank you for the share.
So Nick Eamon-Warrior, 4'3'8", kind of pales in comparison.
Damn, we had 6,000 people in this live today. Holy fuck.
All areas of the field, open field tackler, he's outstanding. He's out his ball skills. The interception in the range he showed against Clemson.
GG's in the chat.
I don't think Shador is. Well, I do think Shador is better than Jalen. But for some reason, though,
Here's the thing I'll tell you,
that
he
he's
trained
a
in
winner,
Tampa
bro. I don't
with
know.
my buddy Yo Murphy. I got an opportunity to see him every day, see him work.
Damn, Malachi Starks is a
Oh,
beast.
no, I would be very disappointed.
There was video of him working out this morning before he gets drafted this afternoon.
Any guest
I feel like
announcers?
drafting anyone as a backup in the first round is retarded. This nigga's energy, bro. This nigga's souped up right now, bro.
What do you mean, Perez?
This should be an Eagle. God damn it.
What do you mean, any guest announcers?
Down around the line of scrimmage, be able to play the ball and make plays. What he lacks maybe in speed and athleticism, he makes.
Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't get a warning yet on my TikTok live.
This is
As a safety, that's
very
tough.
high. Very high football character.
Yeah, he's a guy who seems like he would fit in Baltimore in some of their front safety stuff, right? Their cover 4 scheme.
Desmond Bain?
Whereas there's a lot of pattern reading, the process quickly, get quick pattern matches. You're not kind of isolated.
Damn, this shit's a blowout today. Shit's rigged just because it's the NFL draft
I
on.
don't mean deficiency. Okay, he's 4'5". So I'm saying he doesn't have true man coverage skills down the field against wide receivers to get one-on-one. But he's a solid, steady player. That's a nice fit, Mel, with Kyle Hamilton.
Real nice fit. I see both these
Damn.
safeties drop down this far. And of course, offensive guards and
I'm gonna take a hot ass shower tonight.
offensive guard spots, and they're in a pretty good spot. But note that they solidified that spot. Keep in mind, Ardarius Washington,
I believe in Omar. Fuck it.
he is a free agent after the 2025 season.
You'll benefit from being around a guy like Kyle Hamilton. Yeah, no question about it.
You can't fit in the bathtub, so it's okay.
You want guys to be real cerebral, be real smart, be able to work together and one another, get everybody on the same page.
And one other note, they really like TJ Tampa, 4th round steal last year out of Iowa State. And they did some things in free agency with Awuzie, so they've done some things cornerback-wise, a little under the radar. The development of TJ Tampa, who I think is going to be a nice addition to that defense this year. Wasn't redshirted, but certainly got comes off the injury, a little banged up.
No one's
They
gonna
like
trade.
TJ Tampa.
No
He's
one,
had
right?
a day 3 steal last year for Eric DeCosta, outstanding general manager of the Baltimore Ravens.
Now you can actually see the intensity in him as he
5 more
made his
picks, chat.
way
5 more
from
picks.
that green room out onto the stage and actually lifted the commissioner off his feet, and he's
Yo,
down
make
there.
sure to drop a follow. I'll be on.
Horizon Business brings us down
I'll be
to
live
Bali.
tomorrow too for round 2 and 3.
Malachi, I can feel the energy vibrating off of you. That was quite the hug.
Atlanta
Wish you were
cooked.
Goodell.
I
How do
don't
you
know,
describe what's
Josiah.
going through you right now?
Eagles are getting linebacker.
I'm ready to go.
Alabama.
I've been waiting too long. I'm ready to go.
Yo, Joseph.
I'm ready.
Jahad Campbell.
This Ravens defense was a force down
Josiah,
the
bro, I think
to that secondary.
I got energy. I'll move around. I'll play at a high
I think they got fleeced on that trade, Josiah.
I'm just ready to go play ball.
They gave up mad picks. They gave up 3 picks to move up.
Congratulations, Malachi.
Thank you,
guys.
Everything you just said was
Jalen Walker, though.
illustrated
That's a
by
fucking
his
dog.
behavior in every conceivable way. That was one fire.
That's a Georgia boy right there.
As the crowd is now starting to boo the Lions, it's been a while
Look at
since
the
we've
Lions
seen
tape.
the other divisional teams in here. They booed the Bears quite loudly. They booed the Vikings loudly, and now they will boo the Lions loudly as well. The Lions, obviously, a terrific season last year, a terrific team, the best in the NFC, just decimated by injury on the defensive side to the point.
Pick is in, chat. Pick is in.
By the time they got to the postseason.
Well, and when you talk about the defensive side of football, particularly edge rusher, Aiden Hutchinson, missed most of the season. They struggle to find pass rush, particularly
They pulled the trigger ball for the late round pick, probably in their heads alright. But they traded their first round next year.
They need to
No, in 2 years.
from a pass rush standpoint. This is a playoff team.
Atlanta.
To compete for a Super Bowl. You have to fill in the holes, the gap that you have.
That's what I'm saying, next year.
Defense, they have to accumulate the depth, especially
And then
in the
what?
edge position.
And then 2 picks this year.
They gotta get somebody who can come off the edge. They
Fleeced
start
them.
establishing depth by getting some more players. I mean, Aiden needs some help. Yeah, and he needs a guy. He needs some juice off the edge. I mean, Donovan Ezra-Rocker's still there. Mike Green from Marshall is still there. You would expect it to be a defensive pick simply because of the fact that they had so many injuries. And it really just derailed everything they were trying to get done last year. We'll see what happens here.
They were one of 2 teams that didn't have multiple players with 5 sacks last season. Aiden Hutchinson led the team in sacks.
Kirk and Pitts are probably going. Nah, that's
So
facts.
now what direction do we look at as the commissioner makes his way to the stage?
Yeah, I think Pitts gets traded.
I think Carson Schlesinger's another name we're going to be hearing at some point in time.
Carl Pitts been ass.
Jack Campbell, but Carson Schlesinger from UCLA. All this kid does is make impactful.
I thought he was gonna have a better year this year.
With the selection.
Wait, hold up. Who?
The 2025 NFL Draft.
Someone just spoiled it for
The
me.
Detroit Lions select Tyleek Williams, defensive tackle.
Oh, no.
Ohio State.
All right, so not an edge, a dominant run defender.
Mike Green's better.
3 pounds are also compressing the pocket for the national champs and 11.5 sacks in his college career.
Here's the first thing you notice, Randy. He's built like a nose.
Someone said Donovan. Donovan from BC. They thought he was gonna go to the Lions. He's from BC. Oh shit.
Talk about him playing the run. He plays the run fiercely at Ohio State. His ability to flip his hips and get upfield. He's got the versatility to play the 3 technique position. He can play the 1 or the 3.
What is this guy talking about?
He slimmed down a little bit. He could be the quintessential technique.
No doubt. I'm sitting here looking at my notes. He primarily aligned as the 3 tech. And the second thing I put was excellent flex, body control, and balance, and center of gravity, fluidness of movement for someone with that body that's so thick and so sturdy, able to hold double teams, doesn't get turned, doesn't get his shoulders turned. Hey, they're probably figuring this.
An air
We don't
fryer?
let somebody on the outside on the edge.
You don't have an air fryer? God damn, that's a surprise.
4 picks remaining in tonight's first round. As of now, they belong to Washington.
Nah, no, bro. I feel like everyone has an air fryer.
Well, Shador Sanders, hear his name
Yeah, see, so that's why I'm surprised. I'm not saying you like greasy food or anything. But I'm just saying, I'm just surprised. I got one. I don't use that shit though.
We'll be right back.
But I want one of those grills, bro.
Cleveland took Mason Graham. Detroit took Tyleek Williams.
That's not really a coincidence. All right. Anyways, I'm just kidding. It's really not though.
An Ohio team took a Michigan D tackle, and the Detroit team, Michigan took a Ohio State D tackle. I don't know. It's not a coincidence, but
I get what you're saying. Pretty much.
No, I do think Mason Graham is good. Well, he went number 5.
I think he's alright.
That's a little.
I'm just hating. I don't like him as a person.
You don't even know him.
He said you don't even know him. Yo, Zay, you have one of those griddle things? I need one of those, chat. I need one of those griddles. What is them shits called?
Yes.
Steve Madden's? They're not Steve Madden's.
I do. 100%.
Yo, Nas, what's that flat grill called? A joke? Yeah, bro, I need one of those this summer. I do gotta go over, bro. I gotta go fucking do that swing set.
Could you email me the part about Geico, making it easy to switch and save hundreds?
You're gonna do it this week, but this week's over, bro.
I mean, no, it's not, bro. It's only Wednesday.
Dude, it's fucking Thursday, bro.
Alright, Thursday. I'll come over tomorrow. It's about to be like.
Actually, I guess. No, it's not Friday yet.
Of course, I know your name.
Do you? What time you gonna be out of work tomorrow?
I vote Kyle.
What time are you gonna be out of work tomorrow?
Could you just tell me? I want this.
Yeah, 1:30.
Sorry, you're not corporate, bro. Like. Yeah, I don't know.
Yo, chat, make sure to drop a follow. I'll be live tomorrow too. Tune in.
Oh, you know I have you guys location, bro? Are you lying? Bro, I can see at like 2:45, I see niggas at home.
Nah, that's cat.
Nigga, that's on dogs, nigga.
That's cat. Not me.
Not all the time, but every once in a while.
I was sick.
Sick.
I ain't talking about this week. This was actually probably like 2 weeks ago.
Who did the Cowboys get? Who did the Cowboys get?
They got a guard. Tyler Booker.
Yeah, you guys got Tyler Booker, Christian. Sanders to Brown, second round. Of course. Yeah, they probably. Man, fuck the Browns. If you're a Browns fan, I don't want to say fuck you, but fuck your team.
The 2025 NFL Draft is presented by Courtyard by Marriott, the official hotel of the
Washington,
NFL.
No doubt, Christian.
Oh yeah, they probably already ended that party.
Championship game, and then now making all of these additions that we see here during the offseason. Most notably, Deebo Samuel.
Wasn't Dion the first
What
pick?
direction do they look here? They got an edge rush.
First round, yes, he was.
First round, I don't think he was the first pick.
I think.
I don't know about that. I know he was the first round.
I
Fuck.
know he was top 5.
As a guy we know from a talent standpoint and a production
He'll be
that he had at
undrafted.
Marshall this year. You get off the edge.
Mike Green's still on the board, chat.
Think about the team of the night. You have a young quarterback. You help the young quarterback either with the receiver or protection. I think they help the young quarterback some way.
Damn, I want to compare my YouTube video.
Wasn't he the team number 2?
With the 29th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft,
Washington pick.
Commanders select Josh Carnley Jr., tackle, Oregon.
Damn. Bro, they're not even cheering for him. Is there no Washington fans there? Yeah, my brother. Oh, bro, you know how much bandwagon is about to get? Because they're going to go on a little run for sure. Yes, they are, bro. They just went to the NFC Championship. What are you talking about? That don't mean nothing. What do you think it means? You don't think they were going to beat you ever?
No, they will. The ability to pull and get to the second level, I thought, was excellent for Josh Conley.
Going to beat you ever?
No flashy jewelry, no flashy suit, no flashy girlfriend hogging the attention. Just a regular suit, thin chain, and his parents by his side. He's gonna play 20
sacks there. The athletic ability.
Thin, they said thin chain?
Edge, that mirror that defensive end. use that punch or to keep defenders from getting into his pad. He can lose that for
Yes, he does.
We saw that during the course of the season, but his hand placement that can be improved. So an offensive line coach is getting an unfinished. He's a little more polished, refinement. But the talent level, the skill set of John Connerly, you give him one more year at Oregon, he's probably a top 5, top 10 pick.
He's played in some shit.
See those feet right there on that ET with the tackle slanted down inside. He took that away and then got back out on the tackle.
I think it's just his, bro. I think it's just pocket presence.
Knocked you off the ball. Got beat a couple times on inside up and unders. Moves inside.
No, he really is. It is. Like, no, I'm talking about
Statistically.
Bro,
I wouldn't say like.
The line that he has to be over like 65% consistently is pretty damn good.
Wasn't he number 1 in yards?
Number 1 in percent.
No, but they went. They did this then.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only ones that probably Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels. I didn't think Caleb was that good.
Joe Burrow was not good. He's like 5 years in.
Oh, was he?
In the backfield, true running back. I know they got
His QBR, bro. His QBR for last year was 75.
The Bills picking at 30. This is a team that has done as much winning as any team ever.
CJ Stroud was there. He was pretty active.
Taking it all the way. 78 wins, including playoffs going back to 2019.
I honestly didn't think he was that good. He was.
I didn't understand why he was a top 5 pick.
Of any team in the league, so it's a bit of damning with faint praise. They've been very, very good. They need something to put them over the top. What is it, Mel?
They got to cover. They cover guys on the back end. You got Will Johnson. As long as the medical is good, Will Johnson's a top 10 to 15 player. No doubt about that. From Buffalo to see Will Johnson.
Yeah, do niggas remember Josh Rosen?
Yeah.
I
think everyone did.
Bro, that was the draft class. It was Sam Darnold, Josh Allen was in there.
Yeah,
I thought Josh Allen was the best nigga in that draft. Yeah, I thought Josh Allen was the worst thing in that draft.
Man-to-man cover guys, great.
Coming out, he probably was.
Win at the catch, go down the red.
What do you guys think Bills get?
Bills, the best player on the board.
The best available right now is Will Johnson.
No, they're gonna get Luther Burden. They're getting Luther Burden.
Wow, he hasn't been taken either.
He had a down year, but he slept.
Because he went to Izzo, bro.
That same kind of toughness in the 10-point ball steal ball.
Yo, I'm about to fucking mute him forever, bro.
Oh shit, they traded up for a Honda Accord.
Sucking dick. I'm muting you, y'all. No tin.
Yeah, one of my dogs keeps barking. Oh my fucking god.
The team that was mentioned has been so good in just short of such painful fashion multiple times in the last few years. Last year was supposed to be their dip year.
Oh, they picked up Joey Bosa? I did not know that.
Who?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You was a free agent?
Joey Bosa was like a free agent?
Yeah, he was a free agent.
I didn't even see that.
Because he sucks, man. Low-key, I thought he was going to come to Philly. Him or Von Miller.
I thought so too. Or I thought he was going to go to San Fran with his brother.
Yeah, that too, yo.
What's good with Nick, though?
I think he just went where. Nah, he didn't really slack. I thought he kind of got banged up.
I don't know, man.
That team was also everybody was slack. Fred Warner. I mean, Fred Warner still had a decent.
Too.
Oh, it's a close game now.
Well, last year it was still the same three that were like top 3, right? It was TJ, Miles, and
yeah, white boy. Mason Crosby.
White boy from
Mason Crosby.
Oh, the Pixian.
But it shouldn't have been Mason Crosby or TJ or his.
No, but it was.
I can't mute everyone.
Before he got hurt.
Oh yeah, TJ. How him? Yeah, he's a bitch though.
Pixian, chat.
Tommy is a 16-year-old
living with a neuromuscular disorder.
Don't worry about it.
He's a huge Buffalo Bills fan, and he's here with me to make the announcement.
I'm gonna get banned on Twitch. I mean TikTok.
Sorry that you can't experience college football. Do you even know who is?
Shut up, Zach.
Let's go Buffalo!
Look up. Picture him. I wanna see what they got.
With the 30th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select Maxwell Harrison. Let's go!
Who the fuck is that? Cornerback.
Cornerback out of Kentucky who ran the fastest 40.
Chill.
So it starts there. He's here. He's a huge personality. 2-year starter, 6 interceptions. 3 of them came back for touchdowns.
When he was healthy, in 2023, he was outstanding. 5 interceptions.
Yeah,
I know you didn't know.
bro, these are random people, chat. I don't know who these people are.
Or did you know?
They joined my Discord, bro.
5 games with a shoulder injury.
I don't know these. I don't know these kids, chat. What? Who? Who's a rival?
Oh, they did. Oh, what the hell?
What the fuck?
Oh, you guys must think they were about to take somebody. Probably the linebackers. Yeah, because their linebackers are shit too.
Luther Burden, come to Philly, baby.
Did you guys just do a swap?
Yeah.
Probably.
What we got here? What we got?
You guys traded up and the pick's not in?
What we got, dude?
Fuck
Oh, here we go. Everybody in the Eagles. He's so smart for trading up 1 pick and he got this guy.
Chiefs were definitely gonna get him.
Bro, don't be mad, we have the best GM, bro.
No.
We do have the best GM. Do you not see the roster?
Bro, he literally has picked Georgia players. That's not. It's not good. That's just.
Yo, you know what
the best players.
All he does is pick Georgia players, and we had the best defense in the league. What the fuck is you talking about? Obviously, he's making the right pick, no?
But yes and no. I get you're saying.
How not, bro?
Says a lot about Georgia.
They're proven players.
Bro, our first 2 picks last year was one went to fucking Toledo and one went to Iowa.
Bro, but he was projected to be the best quarterback. What are you saying?
Okay, what about our third round pick? Bro, our third round pick was a safety that we turned to a defensive.
You're acting like this kid from Toledo that everybody was like, yeah, he's gonna be ass. He's not even gonna get drafted. He was projected to go first round.
Okay, so what about Jalen Hunt? What about Jalen Hunt?
About who?
Jalen Hunt.
I can't hear you. What are you saying?
Jalen Hunt.
I don't even know who that is. What did he do?
Exactly. You don't even know what school he went to, bro. He's our fucking rotational DN, bro. He had 2 sacks in the Super Bowl.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. He's probably ass. I've never heard of him.
2 sacks in the Super Bowl is ass.
I mean, with the D-line you guys had, I could have got a sack, nigga.
Alright.
Yeah, okay, bro.
Tell me I'm lying.
Slow down, buddy.
Oh, you're lying, bro.
You could have got a sack with them knees, bro. I would put some on my life. The D-line you guys had, I think you could have got a sack in the Super Bowl.
Alright, bro. So the guy puts together the best roster, or top 5 roster, 4 years in a row. Yeah.
4?
Best GM.
Huh. Best GM is the Chiefs GM, bro.
Are you out your fucking mind?
No. How not? They created a dynasty after the Patriots. And nobody thought it was gonna happen.
No. They drafted a fucking top 10, top 3 quarterback of all time.
At 15. And made him sit a year. It's the same GM. Oh.
What is Buffalo getting in you?
Okay, so name something else. Name something else good, bro.
And he drafted Chris Jones.
Let's get to work!
Want me to keep going?
You name 2 players and a coach, but that makes him the best GM?
Bro, an all-pro D tackle and an all-pro quarterback.
Bro, how many all-pros do we
That's
have?
not that. Yeah, it's not really that good.
Like what? We have more than 2.
How many Super Bowls do they have compared to you?
We got 2. They got like 3.
Kansas City
More than fucking 2? Or am I crazy?
Now they've swapped picks here.
We've been to the same amount of Super Bowls.
Who did you play in the Super Bowl though?
Trading up with Kansas City.
We have been to the same amount.
Who did you play in the Super Bowl? No, you have not. No, you have not. That's cap. That's cap.
What?
Like recently? Or you
Oh,
considering
okay, my
your
bad. They went to
Super
one
Bowls
more.
that you
They went
lost?
to one more. They went to one more recent. How? We went to 3. They went to 4.
How recent? What recent are we talking about? What's recent?
Yeah.
You forgot we beat you, nigga?
Oh, that's what I was thinking. The 49ers.
Trains that use the power of Dell AI
Oh, that was the 49ers. Jeez.
to see hundreds
The
of
Chiefs
miles
beat you.
Let's ask Google.
Oh no, yeah. They did 5. Okay, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, conversation over, bro.
No, it's not though.
And they've also Patrick Mahomes has been to the AFC in the last 7 years.
So what are you basing this off of? All pros? Because we have more all pro players than that.
That's debatable, bro.
It's not debatable. It's a fact. We've had more all
I
players.
need to see the numbers, bro, because they had 2 offensive linemen too.
Google has used to top 2.
He shared membership with your mom so she can share with you. Easy.
USAA. Check
No,
if you're
the
eligible
last how many
today.
years do you want to go?
Chiefs, all pro. Last.
Because just this year we had Saquon, Zach Mon. We had AJ Brown last year. Jalen Carter this year. Lane Johnson last year. Jordan Mailata this year.
Alright, now whatever list I'm looking at is too hard to read.
Keep going. Jalen Hurts made it 2 years ago.
I mean, you're forgetting Tyreek Hill was there too. You're forgetting they drafted Tyreek Hill. You're forgetting they drafted Tyreek Hill. You're forgetting they drafted Kareem Hunt in the fucking 4th round.
Nigga, Kareem Hunt had 1 year, nigga.
Because he kicked somebody. Because he kicked the girl, bro.
Because he kicked the girl.
So are we talking about hypotheticals now or what could have happened?
Yo, Zay, chill, bro.
He did pop off in that year. No?
Okay, and then he did what he did and got the boot.
Bro,
that was still a good pick by the GM.
You guys are tied. Chiefs and Eagles are tied.
What did he do on the Browns?
He did it right.
No, fuck, he didn't.
Not bad, but not good either. Whatever. We can get away from. Yeah, sure.
The fragrance destination.
What else was we? I can't. This.
Well, we had Javon Hargrave. You know what I'm saying? We finessed niggas for him. We can go through the trades that we finessed niggas for. We finessed niggas for AJ Brown. We finessed niggas to move up to get Jordan Davis. Who?
When you went over Jefferson?
He was there.
Oh, wait a minute. We're forgetting. His GM drafted top 3 tight end of all time. Are we forgetting that?
Travis Kelce, yes.
No, he didn't.
He didn't draft him.
They switched GM.
He drafted him in 2016. Not 2016.
Switched GM.
When?
No, okay. He did draft him.
Listen,
okay, bro,
I don't even like Casey, bro.
You gave me 5 players.
Bro.
Don't think Howie Roseman.
Hey, bro, it goes Chiefs and then Eagles.
5 players they drafted over 10 years, but I just gave you 6 All Pros in the last 2.
Oh, you gave?
I didn't even go through the All Pros, bro.
Yo, Nas.
Bro, you said Chris Jones. You said Travis Kelce.
Patrick Mahomes, Will Tooney, Joe Tooney.
Okay.
McDuffie.
Who?
Tyreek Hill. Yeah, bro.
Picks in.
I hate them, bro. I hate the Chiefs.
Tyreek Hill was also 3 years ago. Now, how else can I find?
With the 31st pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jihad Campbell, linebacker, Alabama.
That's who you wanted, right?
Also drafted Jason Kelce over that time.
One more pick, chat. One more pick.
21 on the big board. Brady would have been gone a lot higher. Had up with a shoulder injury. He played great all year for Alabama. 117 tackles. Team high 11.5 tackles for loss. 5 of those were sacks. Think about this football team the way Hall of Fame GM Howie Roseman has constructed half the starter.
I mean, but we shouldn't go for depth because obviously the Saquon signing. Is that really how
Campbell did, as I said, guys, he would have gone much higher had not been for the shoulder injury.
Yeah, no doubt. If you talk about what
So do your 5 and 5.
they re-signed Zach
Your
Moss.
5 moves.
They got off the street
Or
last
5
year,
trades.
all postseason, and deserved a new contract, and now you bring in Jahad Campbell. It's an athlete, it's another weapon they can add to their defense, which lost some guys up front. They lost Milton Williams.
I think there's somebody better. Oh yeah, Tyree.
All right, that's 5. Now you go 5 now. 5 moves, drafts, moves, anything.
He's a great athlete. He can fly sideline to sideline. He can play 3-4 outside backer if you need him to, just like he's doing right here. Although this is a 4-man front, he's just rushing in their sub package. But he's got nice high side dip and bend and close on the quarterback. You can see why on some of the tape when he was playing off ball.
Keep going. I'm gonna clip it and post it.
You can see the shoulder issues because he didn't have that same top and being able to get off and get people off. But you figure this, if he's healthy, both of those
I'll put Barkley in there.
this is a hell of an athlete. He's got a height too. He knows football team.
And they can wait on one organization, one football team can wait on John. They're healthy. They don't have to rush to it. They drafted Cooper DeJean, who they stole in the
Yeah, but then no, Zay, then you can't. No, then you can't do draft. You can't say draft then for a GM then, because it's not on the GM. What do you mean? The GM's not even going to scout.
Nobody does it better.
They have a whole scouting team.
Like I said, had been 21, had not been for the injury, would have been probably around 12 to 15.
The trades that happen
They can wait till it's complete. It's not one shoulder, it's two.
in the draft.
Wait till it's completely healthy. Shoulders.
It has to be a little bit of everything.
Back on the field and they can wait it out. You mentioned Howie Roseman. That was the Eagles' NFL high 11th trade involving a first-round pick since he took over in December.
The thing is, no one was giving him a contract.
Standing by now, and when I say he, Jahad Campbell is standing by with Molly. Verizon Business takes us down to the stage. Molly.
Jahad, the defending Super Bowl champs just traded up for you. How will you repay their belief in you?
I'm gonna give him 110%. Everything I got in me, you know. The richer just got rich.
You told me that this week felt like an out-of-body experience. What is it like standing up here as the newest member of the Philadelphia Eagles?
Best team in the nation. I mean, what can I say?
He's better than my best linebacker. Then yeah, sure, I'd say yeah, Howie's a go for that. But you guys had absolutely nobody. You guys took him out of desperation.
We signed Devin White. I mean, he's a pretty fucking good linebacker.
I thought you traded for Devin White.
Bro, you have to give him credit for that trade, for that pickup off free agency. 100%, bro.
Everybody thought Devin White was gonna start.
I did, yeah. I thought he was gonna be your best linebacker.
I thought he was too. He never even saw the field for us. Never even played.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what happened to him?
Well, I think it's to block another team from potentially coming up.
He was great. I don't know what happened.
Zach Bond beat him out in camp, and then he was pissed because he wasn't getting no reps.
The
He
next
didn't
two
want to do the
rounds
second team
to
shit
use
or
as
special
ammunition.
teams, so they
And
said,
now
"All
they
right,
get a
let me go
player
somewhere
who,
else."
as Mel mentioned,
That was it.
could have gone from 12 to
heard from him
15.
all year.
He did have surgery on one of his shoulders. He's going to need surgery on
We're
another
back.
shoulder potentially after this season. He's got a knee issue as well, but the talent
Yo,
is
chat, last
undeniable.
pick. Last pick, chat. Follow up. We'll be live tomorrow for round 2 and 3. Make sure to hit that follow button. We'll be live again. Or come check out the Twitch. We'll be live on Twitch too. Last pick. Pick is in.
Mel, what does this team need? I look at a kid, we're talking about injuries, right? With Jahad Campbell. How about Josh Simmons at Ohio State? Left tackle, was playing great football until he had the knee injury October 12th against Oregon. Could have been a top 5 to 10 pick. Left tackle for Patrick
Because we're also discrediting. We're also discrediting other GMs. Like, I still think that's the thing. Who? Robert Kraft. No, we're not good.
He's falling off.
I think a lot of his success. I don't know, but when you have Brady and Belichick, it's like hard to say.
No, I was just
He
going
really
to
did
say,
anything.
back over to Josh Simmons. When he was healthy,
Pick is in, chat. Pick is in.
corner this season, he's the best.
Who do they go?
Nothing he can't do. He's just coming off of that
In terms of like drafting someone that far,
He didn't even draft.
Pick of round 1 of this year's draft in Green Bay.
Actually, he might have.
Hold up, let me.
In the 2025 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Josh Simmons, tackle.
Wow.
Ohio State.
There he goes.
You saw it coming, Mel. He's from San Diego. Began his career at San Diego State. Started every game at right tackle in 2022.
There you go. You got another play.
I'll give you 10.
Yeah, no, and then this year the injury.
It's a shame because, as we talked about, he would have been a
Damn it, I had one. No, two.
He off the penalty. Yeah, he was.
Alright, chat. I'm off this. I'll be here tomorrow. Clock in. Round 2 and 3.